Welcome to the Samwelb B12 experience,
where we have you covered for all the NHL action, play-by-play, news, and more. Make sure to subscribe today. Here we go, step right up, game number 2. This, the main event tonight, the Battle of Alberta, the Oilers, the Flames. Whoo! Game 1, we saw the Leafs and the Habs going toe-to-toe. The Leafs took that one home, but we all know this is for the granddaddy of them all. This is the big one, the Battle of Alberta. Anytime this gets going, it is fire. But welcome in, everyone. For those that came over from the last stream, welcome in. Greatest Leaf fan, what's going on? Go Flames. Madeline, how's it going? Let's go Edmonton. Welcome in. CC, let's go Oilers. David, hello there. Beverly, welcome in. Evan, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Me, David, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. Make sure you do hit that thumbs up for us when you're coming in. Hit that like button. It's free to do, and it helps so much. And look at that. I even forgot to remove the goal scorers from the last game. Wow. Way to go, Sam. Get in it. All right. Tonight's big matchup is going to see the Oilers 46, 24, and 5. They are throwing out Draisaitl, McDavid, and Zach Hyman as their top line. We got Adam Henrique with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Warren Fogle. God, I like Fogle so much. Evander Kane with Ryan McLeod. Whoa! Sorry. Watching WrestleMania here in the background. We will keep you updated, but Cody Rhodes making his way, coming out. Evander Kane with Ryan McLeod and Corey Perry. Matthias Janmark with Derek Ryan and Connor Brown. On the D side for the Oils, we got Matthias Ekholm with Evan Bouchard. Darnell Nurse and Cody Ceci, Brett Kulak, and Vinny Desharnais. Starting in net tonight is Calvin Pickard. Pickard has been playing well for the Flames. The Flames are 34, 36, and 5. They're going with Martin Prospel, Nazem Kadri, and Andrei Kuzmenko as their top line. And it's going to be Jonathan Huberdeau with Mikhail Backlund and Blake Coleman. Connor Zary, Igor Sharnkovich, and Matt Coronado. Then it's AJ Greer with Kevin Rooney and Drayden Hunt. Flipping it back over, Oliver Klington with Rasmus Anderson, Mackenzie Weegar with Daniel Miramov, Dennis Gilbert with Braden Patchell, and Jacob Markstrom getting the start in goal for the Flames. Oil Collector, welcome in. Good to see you again. This is going to be an absolute doozy. This is the 4th meeting between these two teams this year. Edmonton took the first one 5-2. They took the second one 3-1. Calgary on February 24th took the third one 6-3. So, will the Flames be able to tie up the season series, or will the Oilers be able to put the icing on the cake tonight? In the last 5 games, it's been Connor McDavid hot for the Oilers with 9 points, 5 of those being goals. Draisaitl with 7 assists. And by the way, McDavid also putting up a +6. For the Flames, in the last 5, Mackenzie Weegar with 8 points, Kadri with 5 assists, Kuzmenko with 4 goals, and Prospal a +5. This is going to be an absolute doozy the way these two teams meet up. The Oilers power play, they are a little better, shall we say. 3rd in the NHL compared to the Calgary Flames. They are 28th. On the penalty kill, the Oilers are 15th. The Calgary Flames are 10th, so the Flames have the advantage there. In the face-off percentage, it's pretty close. Only a few percent split the difference, but it puts the Oilers 5th in the NHL at 52.8%, and the Flames down at 19th with 49.6%. The goals for the Oilers are 4th in the league. Goals against, they are 9th. For the Flames, they are 18th in 22nd. So on paper, the Edmonton Oilers should have the better team here tonight. And there it is, bringing up the horsehead guy. I love that guy. Just some of the fun things you can play with throughout the night. If you come in the chat, you're earning points, and you can check your points at any time by doing !points. That will show you what you have. Then you can bring up the Flames graphics, the Oilers graphics, anything that you want to play with throughout the stream. Now, throughout the last 10 games, the Oilers are on a bit of a stretch, a roll, 6-3-1. The Flames are going the other direction. They are 3-7-0. So they're looking to bring that back up, and they always want to stop the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers, of course, have now clinched a playoff berth. They are going to be in the playoffs this year. The Calgary Flames, not so lucky. The Flames on the outside, and they are so far back they do not have a shot at getting in this year. KQ, what's going on? Finally a Flames game. There you go. And this is going to be an absolute doozy of a game. You gotta love it anytime these teams get together. It is certainly a whole lot of fun. And as we're talking, we're getting set for the anthems. So let's tune in and bring these to you.
Oilers and your Calgary Flames. We now ask you please rise if you're able. Remove your hats and join the singing voice of your Calgary Flames, George Canyon, accompanied by Flames organist Warren Seeb and members of the Calgary Police Service in the performance of our national anthem. Oh, Canada, our home and native land.
This season with the
What an excellent job. Great rendition of the Canadian national anthem. It's time to play some hockey. Curtis, what's going on? Welcome back in. Jonathan, hello again. B Disney in the house. What's up, B Disney? Of course, for those that are wrestling fans, we will be keeping you posted what's happening in WrestleMania. Right now, it's the main event. Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes in the ring, The Rock about to make his entrance. Of course, The Rock and Roman Reigns going to be taking them on.
Wouldn't that be remarkable as only Wayne Gretzky, Mario Lemieux, and
But we have our own WrestleMania going on right here in the Battle of Alberta. McDavid, Draisaitl, Huberdeau, Kadri.
So we are set to go here. Fourth and final Battle of Alberta this season. Edmonton is
And we are officially underway with the puck dropped. Enjoy the game. Welcome in.
Hockey night in Canada as Huberdeau finds Shillington, sending it over to Hunt. Dryden Hunt bouncing on that puck. Connor Zary near the net off the iron. Pickard was momentarily unaware of where the puck is. Dryden Hunt finds Huberdeau. He sends it back to the corner. Jonathan Huberdeau to Dryden Hunt. Now a centering pass. And ricochets.
Okay, but this is really cool. The Rock is standing in the middle of a giant Brahma Bull logo that's on fire. And he's holding his own Brahma Bull title. Great entrance by The Rock. Here comes CC, gonna dump this one in. Oh, big thunderous hit on Kane.
Aggressive attack in the offensive zone early for the Flames.
Here comes Yegor Sharangovich, a wrister, and it's sky high and into the mesh.
And a good chance again. Obviously, the Flames have come to play, and they've got their feet moving early on here. Nice little poke check. Dryden Hunt with a nice little play in here, knocked out of the air. What a hand-eye coordination by Zary. This is something that Ryan Huska talked about this morning. Didn't play against Winnipeg, ejected back into the lineup, a young player, and he said he'll be one of our better guys tonight. Boy, what a start for him. Almost made it 1-0, and so did Huberdeau. From a sharp angle, tried to pick the same spot.
The Flames feel Zary just hasn't been the same since coming back from an injury where it's been a 6-game span since then for the 22-year-old as the puck comes near the net, and another close call as the Flames are hungry.
Here comes McDavid. He's going to pass this one up to Draisaitl. Yeah, Onyx. I don't mind these horsehead jerseys. They're kind of cool.
Weegar couldn't slow that puck down. Now he did. Ecamm moves up. Blake Coleman lifting it out of the zone, and it's Evan Bouchard who has Sharangovich trailing. Here's Bouchard over to Hyman. Zach Hyman. Career high for him, sitting at 52 goals. Draisaitl punches it back up top, and nobody home. And listen to this crowd at the Saddledome. Chats from both sides.
Let's go Oilers, and Oilers suck. So a pretty good mix in here.
Let's go Oilers. Oilers suck. What a great crowd tonight. Rick, welcome back in. Two teams hate each other. That they do.
Finding Kuzmenko. Gets it back to Kadri, and now he's going to start to wind
Hate
it up.
is an understatement.
Here comes Kadri over the blue line.
Pass across. Kuzmenko coming in. Gonna send this across. Calgary face-off dot with a shot.
It hit Pospisil's skate, and it was
Not sure if that actually got through to Picard. Desharnais going around behind his own net. Picard had to set a little pick. Great aggressiveness on the forecheck by the Flames. The puck is gonna hop out.
Quick start here.
Great pace. Great speed.
Early on, and they've got that mentality to put pucks to the net, get bodies in front of Pickard. This one here deflected out high in the slot. Then it bounces around in some skates, and Nugent Hopkins gets it out of harm's way as quick as he can. As that puck was,
I got to tell you, as they're panning the crowd, there's a lot of kids there tonight, which is so good to see.
It's the Battle of Alberta. They get excited for it.
A lot in Oilers jerseys. Obviously, a lot in Calgary jerseys.
Ryan with a face-off victory at 7 Friday night against Colorado.
Oil going to move this out. Flames going to burst it right back in.
Gilbert's in the lineup, the first game in almost a month. Last played March 7th for the Flames.
Some sloppy passing by the Oilers. They're going to bring this one in, throwing it right on.
And he steers it aside.
Back to the line, over to CC. Throwing it in with a deflection in front.
Stop, and he covers up quickly.
Nice little tip play there.
Good shot, good save by Markstrom here. As this play by Brown, good job by him to get on this puck early. Takes a big hit for
Now
his
again, if
efforts,
you're
and
just
this
coming
shot
in, make sure you
going
tap
inside.
that
You see
thumbs
the
up
ball
button for us.
Kind of pushing bodies out of the way, allowing Markstrom to see that. And for Markstrom, you talked about his record in the last 25 games against Edmonton. Hasn't been a great matchup for him, but was pretty poised, relaxed this morning.
And here he
Excited to have
comes.
to start again against a rival that he's seen quite often.
The head of the table, Roman Reigns.
Using Dan Vladar a lot of the time in the provincial rivalry here. As Hunter McDavid comes into the zone, drops it off. Draisaitl shot, Coleman got in the way.
So again, the
And we have
puck
a
goes out
whistle
of
on the
play.
It's been a while since Markstrom's beat the Edmonton Oilers. You got to go back.
Thank
to
you
March
for hitting those
26,
subscribes, putting us
2022, and in that game,
3
he was
subscribers
outstanding,
away
making
from
some great
350.
saves.
Thank you all so much.
You know, for Markstrom,
15
he's always been one of
350,
those
I
goalies
should-
for me that when he's
I
feeling
should
it, when he's
say.
confident, when he's relaxed, he plays his best. He's a big guy, takes up a lot
Good
of the net,
stop
has
by
the
Markstrom.
agility to make plays, and
Markstrom having a
looking for another one of
difficult
those
year, a
tonight.
little up and down. But he's getting a little better as of late.
Center ice, Evan Bouchard controlling.
Mark, welcome back in.
Intercepted by Michael Backlund, who missed the morning
Not too
skate.
much.
He's in the
Here's a
lineup
quick
on
shot.
wrister here. He's
Picard with a
beaten
nice
up
stop.
by
Picard
Calgary.
versus Markstrom here.
Yeah, and I don't think
Yvonne,
anybody really
thank
did
you so
expect
much
that
for
to
hitting
play
that
a grizzled
subscribe.
vet for Chris Knobloch. He said, listen, the last time we met this team, they took it to us. We weren't very good. He says, we have to be
Knobloch
better this one
43,
tonight.
15, and
Tough man
4
has
in
been
his
for
first
him.
season as
Play
head
our game,
coach
make
here
sure we get to it
for the
early.
Oilers.
And for Ryan Husky, you know,
Daniel, good to
one of
see
the
you
things
again.
that really
Welcome
stood
in.
out to me this morning is you have to earn your opportunities. If you want to play in this lineup, that's the message right now that he's sending to the team. You want ice time, you want to play, go out there and earn your next shift, and things will be fine.
And Zeri, who is back on the lineup playing center tonight.
Here come the Oilers. Can't get the pass over to Kane.
Steals. Forcing his way out of the Oilers zone, handing it off.
Huberdeau bringing it down. Shot. Picard had the leg out and it goes wide.
Huberdeau
Corey Perry can't get it out.
showing some pizzazz.
Calgary showing some great speed here.
Here's the chemistry.
Yeah.
It's just, they did seem to found each other a couple of times. That was almost a tap-in for Zeri.
Markstrom out to play.
Beverly, welcome back
Hard
in.
run along the wall, kept in by CC. Kane was looking
Great
for the tip,
save.
but
A
the
little
puck is
flip
found
up and a
held
stop,
by
and Kane
Markstrom.
gets dumped. He
And
gets
here
right
we
back
go.
up with a couple shots to the face.
Extracurricular activity of the night.
And guess who? Evander Kane getting into the mix early on here, and it's Anderson. that
Kane
gave him a
and
shot
Killington.
afterwards, kind of put him down in the scrum. There's been some good battles in front of the net. And this
Dallas,
line has a
welcome
couple
back in.
grizzled
Yes,
vets
of
in Perry
course.
and Kane on the flanks.
Shout out to the
McLeod,
Humboldt
speedster in the middle,
Broncos.
and they continue to jaw right through the line.
Amazing how
Thornhill
long
finds him,
ago
was like,
that
"Hey, come
seems
on, guys.
already.
Breath mint, please.
Amazing.
But a good chance in front and a good battle afterwards.
Everybody had their hockey
Here's this
sticks
nice little
outside
give
on
and
their
go, and
front
that
porches
pass
to
right
remember.
through, deflected, maybe off the stick
to
of
honor.
Ceci on that look, gets it inside.
Zeri came in close. He was right up on Picard.
Connor Zeri to tap that one home. A little knuckler into Markstrom. He handles. Everybody comes in, and that's when Kane's put down once. Almost put down a second time, and he comes back in swinging. No penalties, letting him play.
Face off in the Calgary zone.
Audrey wins it.
Flames going to win that.
Daniel Miramonov. Move away from Fogle.
Hockey is
Gets
the
it to
way.
Godley.
Yes, Terminator.
Picked up by Pospisil.
Welcome in.
Fires it to the
Come
corner.
with me if you want to play hockey.
Kuzmenko move it around. Racing to it, but unable to keep it in is Uyghur, who has the puck now on his stick. Nazem Kadri takes it from there. Slows it down. Kuzmenko to an open Kadri. Skate to stick. Back
Oh,
to
wow,
the blue line.
Dallas.
Miramonov, a shot. Just missed. Pickard was out to challenge. And now on the counterattack.
If I could see one Canadian team win besides the Leafs, who would I pick?
Cross-ice feed didn't pan out.
Ooh,
Kuzmenko
probably the Oilers. Alex. Probably the Oilers.
realized the Flames were going to be offside. Now it's Dennis Gilbert who has a look. He's going to wait for his teammates to complete
But
a change. The Oilers are doing
I would be
the
okay if it was
same.
Vancouver. I'm a big... Vancouver's got some ex-Leafs.
And that allows the
I'd like
Oilers
to see them do
keep
well.
control.
Hyman bringing this one in.
Sticking with it. Zach Hyman.
Rick, that is so true. So true. Here's a pass up. Flames bringing this in over the line. Pass across. Quick shot. Picard is there. Makes the save. You're just coming in. Welcome in. Please do hit that thumbs up. It helps us out so much. Best part, it's free. Thank you so much for checking us out tonight for the Battle of Alberta. Flames, Oilers. Lane, what's going on? Smashing that mic. Atlanta took the game. Wow, from way behind. Lane, that's awesome. Did they update McBot software tonight?
And then gets a good chance offensively.
Took that shot with a
I hope
teammate
so.
stick. Here's Corner.
Here they come walking out of the corner. Can't do it. Mickey, how's it going? How do you feel about the Jets?
Quick handoff of the stick too, wasn't it?
Jets have been Jets have been a very,
Greer along.
how do I say this?
Rooney as well. Greer picks up
Frustrating
the
team.
centering pass blocked by Ecamm. Here's Kevin Rooney now lurking.
When they're good, they are real good.
Looking to steal, and he does
But when
just
they're
that.
bad,
Connor
it's
Brown
like,
poking it ahead to Derek
why are you
Ryan.
doing this to me, Winnipeg?
Avoids a check from Dennis Gilbert.
They're a frustrating
Just in the
team to
nick of
watch.
time. And now Rooney.
Robin, how's it going? Welcome in.
Gilbert
Let's
moving
go,
it.
Oil.
He missed his mark, and this puck will go all the
Going to
way
be an
down the
icing
ice
call,
for
so
an
this is
icing
coming back. Mickey, would you agree? Do you find the Jets as frustrating as I do to watch? But I do think, all right, Lane, take it easy, man. I do think the Jets have one of the best goaltenders in the league in Hellebuck. Pierre, welcome in from good old T.O. Go Oilers, go.
Line out there now for the Oilers. Draisaitl taking the face-off, and this is after an icing.
Oilers win it back to the line here, CC.
Half possession.
McDavid tried to go cross ice. That one is knocked down.
Rooney now working his way up.
Great play by Rooney.
Punches it ahead. Rooney gets to it. And Nurse and Cece are able to gobble up that puck and take over. Now the Flames working to keep that puck in, but the linesman blowing the whistle at the blue line. So a good fast-paced start here to the final edition of the
They're going to go to a commercial break, and I will concur. It has been a very fast-paced start to this game. Very fast-paced. Of course, the late season slide isn't fun to watch, but if they truly decide they want to win games, they are hard away. Yeah, I mean, they play real good. It's an amazing sunset. Yeah, get some pictures of that. Sasham, how's it going? Late to the game. Let's go Oilers. No worries. The game is only a few minutes in. About 6.5 minutes in, and it has been an unbelievable pace. These players are absolutely flying. Very low shots, though. We saw this in the Toronto game earlier tonight. Shots here only 3 apiece right now. Guys are going back and forth. They can't get it in. There's been a few giveaways, I think more so on the Oilers side early on here. Flames are winning in that face-off circle. I mean, it's early. We're going to see how this plays out. But my gosh, right now, I think the Flames have a little bit more jump on this Oiler team. The Oiler team scrambling a little bit. The Flames just came out absolutely flying out of the gate, which is listen, good for them. James coming in. Calgary sucks. Edmonton Oilers #1. Welcome in. To let you all know, with everybody in the chat, being in the chat, you're earning points, and you can check your points at any time by typing !points. Once you see how many points you have, you can start redeeming them and bringing up graphics up on the screen, and you can play with it all day long. So we got Oilers, Flames, all kinds of stuff that you can bring up to cheer for your team. All right, they're just coming back from commercial break. As we're going to bring this up, we're getting ready for the start. The Rock, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. That's its own battle.
6th overall, they covet a similar home run this time. Harnerite.
And for the Calgary Flames,
McDavid in to take that draw. Flames win another one.
Just on the ice now, Blake Coleman as Miromanov tries to split through. Sharon Govich as well, both tied for the team lead in goals, sitting at 29. Sharon Govich working to get the puck out of the zone. Draisaitl finds Ekholm. And now it's Weegar and Hyman in a battle. Draisaitl picks it up at neutral ice. Ekholm skates in. Sends it along the wall. David Body had it. Puck taken away and sent out again by the Flames. Here's Draisaitl now. He works his way in, keeps it, sends it again along the wall. David and Bouchard are there. Bouchard cross ice.
Cross ice pass. Oilers trying to set something up here. Nothing like Saturday night Canadian matchup. That's right, Sasham. Absolutely. It's been an all-Canadian doubleheader tonight, and here come the Flames. Cross ice pass. They tried to drop it back. Tried to hit Sharnkovich. They couldn't. The Oilers turning it the other way. McDavid driving towards the net. Shot. That's going to sail high. It might have caught a piece of the goaltender, and it goes up and out of play. Good speed.
Great glove hand save by Markstrom.
Markstrom, I think, got a piece of that.
This pass here for Ecamm.
You gotta love when they're just going back and forth. All right, Beverly, have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out, as always. Leo, what's up? Welcome in. Good to see ya.
And that one actually hit the crossbar. I thought
it hit the crossbar.
It goes off the bar and up over top of the glass on a wicked shot by Hyman from the slot.
Here's Huberdeau now. Kane preventing him from moving forward. Bouncing puck. Shillington to Anderson, and Anderson long-range pass. He connects. Dryden Hunt.
Here comes the Flames again. Flames are getting great action, great room in the Flames zone. The Oilers keeping them to the outside a little bit.
To Dryden Hunt, Perry got his stick in the way of that. Shillington fires. Bounced away. Hunt pounces on it.
Blue Jays making some noise, down 9-6.
Everybody trying to dig it out.
Wow, Curtis, could it be another ninth inning comeback? Huberdeau sliding it right in front. It was there. Great arm save. Hunt came close. Flames buzzing big time right now. In the slot, that's taken away. The Oilers able to get this one out. My goodness. Edmonton Oilers NXT champ, or next champs. We'll see. We'll see. They could have a very tough first round opponent if they actually do get Vegas in that first round. It's going to be very interesting. Victoria, welcome in.
A little dive to get right in the lane as Hunt was trying to elevate that back.
So we got a penalty coming up.
He was a little late getting there, but almost. But to no avail, and a great defensive play by Nurse, and on that
Corey Perry going to the box for the slash. That's going to put the Flames on the power play.
A little bump from behind, a little chop on Anderson, who's been active in this one early on, got engaged earlier on. There's the slash on Zary that was the penalty for Perry. First power play Flames.
And for the Flames, their power play at home had been quite problematic for them. For the majority
I mean, neither team's power play or penalty kill is great. So we're going to see, can the Oilers kill this one off, or will Kadri and team be able to put one in?
And Derek Ryan in the face-off circle, won by the Flames. It's Mackenzie Weegar now to Sharon Govich. Down low, Kuzmenko. Off of Weegar's body, doing anything he can, but he couldn't keep the play.
The Oilers short-handed coming up. Can they connect on a pass? No, they couldn't. Pass over. Here's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Short-handed, eating it up, eating up some time. Good job, Nugent-Hopkins, still with it. He elects not to shoot. He's going to pass this back. Nice little trade-off. Great penalty killing here by the Oilers. They're moving the puck real easily. And I got to say, as much as these Calgary Flame jerseys are nice with the horse head, I love their pants. The red and yellow on the sides of the pants with the white at the bottom is sharp. Pierre wants a shorty. Under a minute to go in the power play. Oh no! Breakaway, short-handed. Oilers coming in. Vogel misses. A beautiful move, and he misses short-handed. Alex, good evening.
We passed the midway mark of the first period.
I'm already exhausted. It's 10:30 here, and I'm already exhausted. Welcome in, Alex. I'm glad you could join us. What a chance for the Oilers. Power play with a shot. Pickard got a piece of it. I think it might have hit the post. I think it might have hit the post and dropped down, and he dove on it. But boy, oh boy. End-to-end hockey. This is classic. Wow. Greatest Leaf fan, love it. We're glad to have you. It did. It hit the post and it bounced back and got him. Setting it up, Flames, putting it just wide. It bounces out in front.
Puts it out front, and it's
and the Oilers going to clear. This should do it with 5 seconds to go on the power play.
Shot on net on this power play that is winding down as Corey Perry gets set to get back onto the ice.
Here come the Flames
Bouchard's pass.
back at 5-on-5 even strength.
Greer to Uyghur. Rooney takes
9 minutes to go here in the first period.
No space.
McDavid's going to back this one up.
Matthias Ecamm surveys.
Here comes Bouchard.
Look at
Hits
Bouchard.
Draisaitl just onside. And now comes out. Ecamm has to bring it back. Dallas, these guys are flying. Holy, what a difference between the Toronto-Montreal game and this game. They are flying. Back to the line. Ecamm going to put this one in. Oilers trying to walk into the corner. Hyman couldn't get there.
Steals for the Flames, and AJ Greer has it at center ice. He's pickpocketed.
Draisaitl feeds it to Hyman, who's coming in. Hyman backhand. Great save coming out in front. Holy moly, Markstrom got a piece of it.
And in a game
Wow.
that is goalless, this is entertainment, Louis.
I saw you back and forth, and these chances
This is
are happening
exciting.
fast. Both teams compete, and all of a sudden, boom, somebody's in.
And that's Shillington who takes down Draisaitl.
I wish I could play at
Heads
this
straight to
speed.
the bench.
This is
Here's
awesome.
Henry. Cross ice feed. Desharnais moves it behind. Fogle looking for it. Shillington got to that puck, and a good battle level from him as Pospisil tries to punch his way into the Oilers' territory. Desharnais avoiding a check, playing it up ahead, and now we have a penalty here. Looks like an interference call.
Well, here's Warren Fogel's chance again. Short
We got another penalty coming up when they return from commercial break. But this is end-to-end action. So many chances. So many chances. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. That puts us to 15,350. Thank you all so very much. What a ride this has been. That's right. Power play coming up. Jays lose 9-8. Oh, Curtis, they made it so close. What a big score. Adrian, good to see you again. Welcome back in. Now we are going to be calling games, bringing you games right through to the Stanley Cup Finals. We're going to be calling it. We're going to be following the Leafs. We're going to be following the Oilers. We're going to be following a couple of other teams. As soon as we know what the schedule looks like, we're going to be able to get everything out there, and you'll know which teams we're following. But this is your destination for playoff game coverage. We're going to have a lot of fun down the stretch. So thanks for giving us a chance tonight. Thanks for hitting that like button for us. Keep doing it too, and hitting that subscribe, because there's a lot of fun coming over the next couple of months. Yeah, this has been an amazing game so far. Can't believe it. Yes, the Leafs, Alex, the Leafs officially have clinched. So that's good. At least we get that out of the way. But they put up a good fight tonight, taking the Montreal Canadiens down. We'll run through all the scores at first intermission. Kulak is going to the box for interference. Let's get this back up and running.
Goes to the backhand, maybe a piece of it with the blocker by Markstrom, but it goes wide. Here's the interference call.
That's a pretty weak interference call, I'm just going to say. You could probably call that on almost every play.
It'll be the second power play for the
Yeah, Reeves, that was a good tilt.
The one shot on net, and the previous
That was a very
opportunity.
good tilt.
The Oilers had some success shorthanded and a couple of chances. As
Yes,
well.
they clinched yesterday, actually. And I think it was with the Tampa Bay loss that they clinched. Or maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it was... I forget what happened, but anyways, they clinched.
Under 7.5 to go now in this first period.
Here's a long pass up. Kadri coming in.
Moves into the zone. Huberdeau.
Flames going to start to set this one up.
Huberdeau to Uyghur. Skiing run up. Pickard to save. He's knocked down to the ice. CC can't clear. Derek Ryan finds Darnell Nurse. He moves up. Winds up that blast.
Great, now the shots are starting to pick up.
Their penalty killers.
Grogu and Mando, what's going on? Love it. Great name. Welcome in.
Had a bit of trouble with it, so Huberdeau has it again. This time to Godry. Off the skate of Sharangovich and into the Oilers zone.
This is going to be an icing call, so you
you
hate to get an icing call while on the power play. Leafs and Tampa made it because all three teams, Red Wings, Capitals, Flyers, lost on Friday. Okay, thank you. I knew it was some combination there. You would have liked to see them do it with their own win, but sometimes you need a little help from your friends. Weegar, career high 19 goals this season. I like Mackenzie Weegar a lot. I wish he would have stayed in front.
Here's Sharangovich now, taking it from Mirmanov. Sharangovich finding Coronado, trying to come through, but couldn't get the shot off as the Oilers took it away. Mirmanov moving up to quickly try to keep this play alive. Pass intercepted by Ecamm, and the puck escapes.
6:20 to go here in the first period of play.
9 power play goals in the last 9 games, and they've done it a lot of different ways and moved the puck around nicely. They've had that shot from the flanks and point mentality, traffic in front. That's the key. You're always going to see a presence in front of
Looks like The Rock and Seth Rollins now fighting their way through the crowd in Philadelphia. Still battling it out.
He's looking for 20. He's had a couple chances in this game.
Yeah, Nazem's done well. Kadri's done well. Quick shot, and there's a stop by Picard. Not as good as he did in Colorado, but he's been doing all right.
Anytime you can take that shot, if you look where Anderson is off the face-off, he's right just above the top of the circle. When he walks to the middle, then he becomes real dangerous to score from
Edmonton winning it. They're going to send this one out and down the ice. Right on as Markstrom's going to stop it, and he's going to leave it here for Anderson. Rasmus Anderson drops it back. And here come the Flames. 20 seconds to go on the power play. 6 minutes to go in the first period. Thank you, Sasha. Really appreciate it. We just try and do our best and have a lot of fun. Grogu, I'll be honest, I'm more of an Oilers fan than a Flames fan. Coming around down low in the corner. Penalty is over. We're full 5-on-5 right now. Draisaitl behind the back pass. Tried to hit McDavid. Missed him. But McDavid flying down. Almost beat out Mirmarov. Oilers turning it around. Coming in. McDavid dropping this. Here's a blast. Side of the net. Hyman misses it. Bouchard 97 miles an hour with that slap shot. Gator coming in, member, for 23 months. Holy moly, 23 months. Thank you, Gator. Go Oilers. Here's a shot. And there's a big collision in the middle of the ice. And we got another penalty coming up. Bouchard's going to take a tripping call. Ref, you know there's 2 teams here, right?
He'll head over to the box. It'll be the third.
Another penalty, but Bouchard absolutely teed off on that shot. It was a great blocker save by Markstrom. The puck was sitting there for Hyman, and he just could not put that one in. They're going to commercial break, but wow, this game is fire. Absolutely incredible. End-to-end action. These guys are battling hard. Yeah, listen, Peter, sometimes, when the pressure is off, it makes playing a lot easier. And in Chicago right now has no pressure, and sometimes even the bad teams come up with a win. Not often. But I kind of feel bad for Chicago. I kind of feel bad for Bedard. It's going to be a long process to build that team back up to where it's respectable. And, poor Bedard is his rookie years. Even though he's playing good hockey, it's kind of wasted. And that's my opinion. Lived in Cowtown when the Flames won. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. When the Flames won the Stanley Cup. Feels like forever ago. Feels like forever ago when a Canadian team won. At this point, I'm almost to the point where I don't care who wins as long as the Canadian team brings it home. That's priority number 1. Get a Canadian team to the Stanley Cup final. Why is it so hard? Why does it have to be so hard? All right, they're coming back from the commercial break. The Flames going to have another power play.
And get no payment, entertainment, watch TV shows,
Bucs want their first-round pick again. Could you imagine if that happens and they get Celebrini to play along Bedard? That would be ridiculous. Debs, welcome back. Good to see you. Hope you had a good couple of days.
Right before that commercial timeout, so chances plenty at both ends.
I mean, KQ, that would be an unreal pairing. You talk about a Draisaitl and McDavid, or a Crosby and Malkin. Celebrini and Bedard would be crazy. That's a lot of skill. But when the rookie contracts are up, I mean, that would be very difficult to keep both of those players with the amount of money they're going to want. Scramble draw. It's going to squeak out to the side. Flames have it. They get it to the line. Oilers steal. Here it comes. 2-on-1. Oh, there's a trip. Where's the interference call there? McLeod gets taken down. No call. Would have been a 2-on-1. Yeah, James. It's going to take a lot, unfortunately. But anything is possible. Oh, some toast sounds pretty good, Dallas. Flames having some problems breaking into the Oilers zone, and there's an interference call. That's going to bring us some 4-on-4 hockey. An illegal pick as the Oilers are trying to pick it up. So again, a little bit of a weak call. But we have seen this a few times. Sharnkovich stepping in front of Connor Brown, not giving him that straight lane to the puck. That's a no-no. So we got some 4-on-4 hockey coming up here for a little bit, and the Oilers will have an abbreviated power play. 4:16 to go, and this hockey game has just been outstanding.
The Oilers sending out Ryan McLeod and Adam Henrique, and for the Flames it's Blake Coleman and Connor.
Oilers winning it. Ecamm going to play it, and the Oilers are going to bring this out of the zone. They're going to regroup to set it up. Here's a pass across. The Oilers on the move. Passing it across. Walking in. McLeod with a shot that's tipped just wide. Ecamm trying to get in here. McLeod is digging through. Abbreviated power play, so they're not going to have the full 2 minutes. Here's Ecamm coming around, passing it across, back to Ecamm. He fans on it and just puts it wide. So the 4-on-4 is like 1 minute and 13 seconds or something like that. So when the Oilers get on the power play, they're only going to have a power play for the remainder. So it's only going to be like 45 seconds or something like that. Whatever the actual numbers are. Here comes the Flames. They're going to get their chance. 18 seconds left of the 4-on-4. Flames dropping it back. Here's a shot right in front. They can't pick it. Coming out in front. Flames still with it as the 4-on-4 comes to an end. Now they get 40 seconds. 40 seconds left on the power play. They're racing down, and the Flames netminder is going to play it off the glass. Here's McDavid, cross-ice pass. Sending it around Draisaitl, slipping it in the middle to McDavid. He's going to pass it across. In the last 4 games, the power play for the Oilers is only 1 for 14. Here's Draisaitl with it. Daily events, what's going on? Welcome in. Oilers are in, the Flames are eliminated. Correct. Here's a blast. What a great save as Markstrom got knocked over. Markstrom is going to give a shot to Hyman. Hyman and Markstrom going at it, and they're letting them play. Refs have put the whistles away. Coming out in front, here's McDavid a shot. Flames trying to push the stick out of the way, and again, Hyman's going to bowl over Markstrom, and Markstrom is turning to the official saying, what the hell? Unbelievable. This game is crazy. Oilers with it, going to play it back. Flames going to steal. They come in for a moment. Now Bouchard flips this out. The race is on. Henry can't get it. Shot around, hits behind the net. Unbelievable.
90 seconds to go.
Here's Kadri.
A wild first period where we
They're
haven't
going to
seen
play
a
this one in. 1:20 to go here in the first period.
Kane takes it. Evander Kane, who scored 2.
Kane, he's going to flip this to Perry, who takes, excuse me, a big hit. And the Oiler players tripped up behind the net. I didn't quite catch a number. I think that was Perry. So with 1:05 to go, Edmonton going back to the power play. This game is fast and furious. Too fast, too furious. Wow. We got 1:05 to go in this first period, and this has been insane.
Both of them land on his pad. He thinks it's all Hyman, gives him a shot afterwards. The official, Frederick Lecuyer, says, hey, play on, boys. And there's the second one as he goes stopping into Markstrom.
So Markstrom hitting Hyman, Hyman hitting Markstrom. Kuzmenko gets the stick out. So Kuzi in the box.
Not happy with that second when he felt Hyman came in on his own right.
Yeah, Hyman has been unbelievable.
65 seconds left.
Refs are so busy tonight. Oilers setting it up back to Bouchard at the point.
To McDavid,
Back to Bouchard to McDavid to Bouchard. Neither of them shoot the puck. Here's McDavid in the slot. Draisaitl puts it wide. Hyman is banging away at it. Comes to the side. McDavid tried to feed Draisaitl, but he can't shoot. Back to the line. Cross ice. Hopkins with a shot. McDavid scoops this rebound.
has it. Into the final minute here. 35 seconds and under now in the first period. Draisaitl looking, passing. McDavid has
Too many passes.
Puck still in the zone. Bouchard. McDavid moves up. Good stick from Rooney. Oilers still
Turning this one around. Here's a one-timer from Draisaitl, and he scores. Leon Draisaitl on the power play with 15.5 seconds left to go.
And the battle continues between Hyman and Markstrom. They go at it in front, and all the time.
Unbelievable. So Markstrom, yeah, he's taking his stick and he's whacking at Hyman.
That's a 50-goal score. He's like, yeah, you're not going to get an easy one tonight. But they went at it this entire time.
They are battling. But a great shot. Markstrom actually got a piece of it diving across. He just couldn't squeeze it under his arm. Just missed it. That was close.
You've seen him score so many goals from that spot. The one-timer, his 40th, makes it 1-0. But Hyman and Markstrom, boy, they're going to see a lot of each other in this one.
And for Connor McDavid, picking up his 98th assist.
98 assists for McDavid. 2 more to go. Is it going to happen tonight? The buzzer's going to go. First period is in the books. What a period that was.
It felt like there was 30 apiece. It was open. There wasn't much defense. They were battling. They had their opportunities. I counted at least 3 bars.
I will update the goal when we come back.
A little bit of everything.
Shots 11-9 in favor of the Oilers. They're up by
Andrew,
1
what's
against
going
the
on?
Flames.
Welcome in. All right, let's go to the intermission and let's talk. Alrighty, so welcome here, welcome in. What a first. If you've missed it, the only goal happened just moments ago with 16 seconds left in the period. It was Leon Draisaitl picking up his 40th of the year from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Connor McDavid. That was McDavid's 98th assist, which is just crazy. See ya. Just crazy. Here are the stats. 11 shots for the Oil, 9 for the Flames. Very, very low shooting period. Very low. Let's see here. 57% in the face-off circle for the Calgary Flames. That's it. Only 57%. Not super high, but hey, it's enough that they have the advantage. Oil go 1 for 2 on the power play, 50%. 0 for 3 go the Flames. 3 hits only for the Oilers, registered 6 for Calgary. It certainly seems like more of the way these guys are playing. Mojin, welcome in. Good to see you. Beer run and snacks. You got to get those snacks. I got to get some snacks myself. Kucherov got 3 apples today. McDavid needs 10 points in this game. That's funny. Hey, you never know. You never know. Block shots. 6 block shots for the Oil. 3 for the Flames. 3 giveaways each team. And pretty darn good. Pretty darn good all the way around. All right, let's pull up the let's go through the out-of-town scores, because there's a bunch of games in action today and a bunch of very important games. Right now, wow, the Kings are up 2-1 over the Vancouver Canucks into the first period. I didn't see that. And there's a Superman punch. Roman Reigns, the Superman punch on Cody Rhodes. Wow. And Cody Rhodes kicking out of the Superman punch. What a shot by Roman. Aranit, welcome in. Flames will win the game. We'll see. We'll see. They're down 1-0 right now. Penguins with a monster win over the Tampa Bay Lightning. That was much needed. 5-4. The Bruins over the Panthers, 3-2. That one needed overtime. 4-2 the Jets over the Wild. 3-2 the Blackhawks over the Stars. 3-2 the Sharks over the Blues. 4-2 Toronto Maple Leafs over the Montreal Canadiens. It's always a nice one to see. Devils 4-3 over the Senators. Blue Jackets 6-2 over the Flyers. Flyers are in trouble. And the Islanders shut out the Predators 2-0. Wow. 2-0. Can't believe it. Cody Rhodes taking out Reigns. Here's a frog splash from Seth Rollins. 1, 2. No, Roman Reigns kicks out. Wow, is that getting real close? Should we listen in a little bit? Let's see if we can do this. Bring you some WrestleMania action. Let's bring this up here.
Enough to put down Reigns. Just way to audible midair for Cody Rhodes there.
Cody's flying blind when he's delivering the Cody cutter. I believe Reigns.
Well, maybe we shouldn't do that. Too tempting. I don't want to get in trouble. You got to be careful with WWE. First Isles win at home in 9 years. I can't believe they won. Andrew, what's going on? Sam, do you want me to send you a picture of my... Yeah, sure, Andrew. Would love to see it. Absolutely. Flames 101. It's a good game against the... Oh, against the Preds. Gotcha. It was a good game. I bet you it was a real good game. I'm going to have to go and check out the highlights for sure. Sam, how's it going? Welcome in. Samantha Lowe. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. And I know, shame on me. I said I was going to reach out to you so long ago. But I will. But I hope you're doing well. Hope the fam is good. Cody with the cover on Roman. And The Rock pulls the referee out. Wow. The Rock pulling the referee out. Cody and The Rock eye to eye. He's giving it. And here comes Seth Rollins. The Rock puts the boot to Rollins. Gonna throw Rollins into the barrier. He goes down. We'll call some WrestleMania here. Send it tomorrow. Yeah, no worries, Andrew. Sounds good. Sammy was sharp again tonight. He was, Adrian. He was really, really well. Cody kicks out again. The Rock not happy. Here, let's listen in and hear what they're talking about at intermission.
Go there, but at least make it a little harder on them if you're the Flames.
Okay, and Louis talked about it quite a few times in that first period. That Zary line, he was a healthy scratch, by the way, Thursday night. Most people didn't know.
No curse.
Well, there you go. So this is right off. This is our first shift. Zary with Huberdeau and Hunt. These three guys have been excellent the entire first period. Love it. You know, I had a great conversation with Zary in the press box Thursday night in Winnipeg, and I could definitely tell how disappointed he was that he wasn't in the lineup. So I'm not surprised because he's a real clever player. That the
Hebners
really
were
tonight
the Hebners.
On after hours, but you're not playing.
Dave and Earl Hebner.
That's a conversation.
I think Dallas. One of them passed away. I can't remember which one it was.
If there is a concern for the Vancouver Canucks heading into the
they were
playoffs,
great.
It is the penalty kill. Last year, dead last, 71%. The year before that, 74%. There's 79% this year, but it's still not good enough. For me, it's execution, effort, and reads. The effort's fine. It's the reads and the execution. And tonight, they get burned for 2, and we'll take a look at it right here. And at times, like, they're in control. So right now, most teams in this situation are going to swarm. So you're going to see 1, 2 LA King players there, and then Fiala's going to kind of piece out a little bit. There's no reason why Myers needs to leave too. He should stay in this mess.
Oh, John, the Undertaker was the best.
And Amon is here in a safety
position. He was
position.
so good.
You don't need
very low shots on goal. Very low shots.
Myers is going to back out, and then you're going to have a 2-on-2 essentially. The Kings are going to win this battle when really Myers' long stick should be right in there helping seal this thing. Get this puck, send it down the ice, and you're just going to give a team a freebie. Now the communication with Amon here, right? Running out, you got 2 guys high, like it's a bit of a lucky play, but stop it right here, Spearsy. We're told in Vancouver, when you don't have to be in the shooting lane, but you have to take away the far side of the net so your goaltender can just see this shot and it can only go short side. So
Kane Stone Cold. Kane was great too. Hard to believe he's now the mayor.
Far side. So now dismissed in the net and it can beat him either
or
side.
A mayor.
I mean, it's a great shot, but still, he should only have half the net to look at. And this is a little bit more of the communication, right? Iman's pointing, but right now, stop it. He doesn't need to take Kopitar back door and open up this whole seam right here. It's a penalty kill, so he should pass him off to Myers, who's already in that position, but he doesn't, he goes, and that's a read for me. That's a problem. So if you're Vancouver, you're watching.
Right, I think I need to get some snacks for myself.
A shot from the point rebound, but these are bad reads by the Canucks.
On the bright side, a good read on the Besser goal.
Anyone.
So Besser, so Ron, you're like, why is Pettersson
gonna get some chips going, get some snacks going, get some,
I did compliment
get some grub.
It was a compliment. The reason was he understands right here that Dubois loses his stick, so he knows it's a 5-on-4. He holds this puck and he gives.
But what do you guys think? Do you think Vancouver has a chance?
A man without a stick.
Do you think Vancouver's going to be the best Canadian team in the playoffs this year?
That's just a great goal by the Canucks to get it.
Yankees beat the Blue Jays. That they did.
Net drive and
No, I'm good with your analysis.
Oh, this is fun.
I thought great loitering as well.
Having sour cream and onion Pringles.
Sports
Oh, nice.
Your line change is
Love
brought to you
Pringles.
by Sports Interaction, your homegrown sports book. Bet local. Highlights of our Canadian teams in action on this day. Elliot.
Jets wild first.
So I'm just going to put on mute for a second so I don't crunch in your ear.
Ties the game at 2s. Here is your winner in the second. Alex Iafallo deflects Brendan Dillon's shot. The Jets take a 3-2 lead. They win it 4-2. They sweep the Wild this season. Kelly.
How about Toronto and Montreal? It's 1-0 in the second period. Matthews spins around, hits David Savard. That's his 64th of the season, chasing 75 minutes later. Nyes gets that rebound off the Nylander shot. He scores. Toronto wins 4-2 in Montreal.
And Devils in Ottawa, and a game that had no implications for the standings, but this was a statement game for Brady Tkachuk. 16 hits, NHL record since the lockout. And he scores this beautiful goal crossbody, 7 shots on net. He did it all. It wasn't enough, but what an inspirational effort by Brady Tkachuk. This was Heishire at the end of the game, directing the puck into the net. Brady didn't like that. And if you're looking for inspiration, watch this game by Brady Tkachuk because he did it all tonight.
The lesson is don't score an empty net goal in Ottawa. Someone's going to be upset with it.
For sure. Line change presented by Sports Interaction, your homegrown sportsbook. Bet local. So Scott Oak's got Craig Conroy on After Hours. But before the midnight hour, it's The Real Scoop, Dan Murphy, and Billy Idol on Hockey Night next.
Alrighty. Thank you for allowing me to have a couple of chips. Hope the Leafs make it, but Canucks are good. Oilers Hoisting the cup. You wish. Oilers all the way. And I think, oh, spear! Roman Reigns spear to the Rock. Accidentally, my goodness. Side by side pedigrees. Cody pins the Rock. Seth pins Roman. And they both kick out. Flames are not good this year. The New York Rangers are good. New York Rangers. Boy, oh boy, New York Rangers look real good. Like scary good, the Rangers. Where's Yankees beat the Blue Jays? Yeah, I saw. That was unfortunate. But it happens. Oilers won't beat the Knights. I can never win versus the Knights even in 24. NHL 24. Yeah, Andrew, listen, it's going to be an interesting series. I think with the Knights series, it's going to totally depend if Stone comes back, right? If Stone comes back, it's going to be a very, very tough series. The Knights, they don't match up well with Edmonton. Edmonton is a fast, skilled team. The Knights are a hard-hitting, physical team. So that's what it's going to come down to. It's going to be real bad. Hey, KQ, no, come on. No personal attacks. We can have fun trash talking about each other's teams, but let's keep it clean and no personal attacks. I like Kadri. I'd love to see Kadri be successful, but I don't know if Calgary is the best place for him. Now we'll have to see how they rebuild. Obviously, what players they bring in or move around in the offseason is going to make a huge difference. But I don't know. I was excited to see Kadri and Huberdeau both together in Calgary, and I'm a little underwhelmed. But I think the Flames have had it tough. They've had their own controversy to deal with. Oilers can take the Knights. I think they can. They just have to be. They have to have a strategic game plan. Like I said, the Knights are going to be physical and they're going to be tough, and I don't know how the Oilers combat that. Yes, they got Kane, who's going to bang and crash, but who else? Who else other than Kane do they have? And Cody Rhodes just puts the Rock through a table. That was pretty sick. And Roman Reigns just spears Seth Rollins through the barricade. Wow. We get end-to-end action going on in the hockey game. Here's end-to-end action at WrestleMania. They're interviewing Billy Idol. Let's listen in.
Well, I know you're a Chelsea supporter, a soccer fan, but for a man famous for a snarl, what do you think of hockey?
This is a fantastic game to see. I'm really enjoying it. So this is great. I've never been to a hockey game. I've only seen it on the telly,
Anything to say for your fans in Canada before you start the tour?
I'm really looking forward to the Transcontinental Canadian Tour starting July 30th. 16 days. It's going to be fantastic. I nearly swore.
All right. Quick snarl for the fans. Best of luck.
Oh, that's better than a snarl. What a great interview. Thank you, Billy, and thank you, Dan Murphy, for that.
Billy Idol is awesome. He is so good. Oh, I didn't say that. Yeah, we don't want to put those kind of messages here in the chat. So yeah, none of that is allowed. So yeah, none of that stuff is allowed. We don't want to go there. So yeah, let's keep it respectful. Anyways, sorry, where were we? other than getting ready to come back. Billy Idol, yes, Billy Idol. That man, he is absolutely awesome. And seeing his excitement, he's at the LA Kings game tonight. He's having a good time. I didn't realize he was about to go on tour and is coming through Canada. So good for you, Billy Idol. I can't believe they just had Billy Idol on. That's amazing. So Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, they are still shot for shot battling it out here in the ring. We got the hockey game coming back here real soon. Who is going to win this matchup? This is a great way to end WrestleMania. I'm excited for the second period. Second period, pretty spicy. Curtis, this game was awesome. The first period was spectacular. I'm super excited for period number 2. It's coming up momentarily. If you're just coming in and you're here to join us for period number 2, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. We're on our way to 50 likes. We'd love to get to 100, but make sure to hit that like button, that thumb. It helps us so much. So let's get this thing's going. I can't wait. Let's go. I want to drop the puck already. Debs, playoffs starts April 20th. April 20th. We just don't know who is going to be playing yet on that day, as some of these matchups start getting settled. Hopefully we'll get an idea of who's going to be playing on night 1, because I got to schedule some shows. But we're going to have so much fun. I can't wait. April 20th, night 1. Second period is about to get going. 1-0 Oilers. Let's see if the second period is going to be just as exciting as the first. So thank you for coming in. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. Let's bring this back up. And here we go.
Someone more capable. Opinion has changed now that Pickard has provided steady relief in 19 appearances with 11 wins. Numbers weren't pretty in the loss to Dallas this week, but consensus is the problems in that game were not.
Let me get this goal updated here. I said I would.
20th game of the season, the most he's played in the NHL in 7 years. Looks like the 2010 second-round pick by Colorado has resurrected his NHL.
Draisaitl again with his 40th on the power play.
And really, Scott, just with the
from Nugent Hopkins.
For the Oilers, who didn't have to go spend assets on trying to find someone at the trade deadline. Louis, a lot of conversations continuing here between all the players, both sides with the officials.
You saw Hyman talking to both wrestlers.
And McDavid with 98. And the match just ended. The Rock and Roman Reigns are victorious. The Rock and Roman Reigns win.
But I like how the panel broke it down and what Kelly talked about. Listen, it wasn't much. The pad, I thought, knocked him down on the first time along with the contact, but they were certainly going at one another, and I'm sure they'll see more of each other in the game.
Here's Dryden Hunt. Anderson racing to the net. Pickard to stop. And now long-range pass as Corey Perry enters the zone looking for Nurse, and he zips it on.
Nice save right out of the gate. Markstrom had to be sharp.
Whistles on the play as the players get to know.
Yes, I saw that they got. Is it a pool or is it a little hot tub?
Perry in the scrum now. He's getting tied up by Huberdeau to the net, but from behind the net, he kind of hits the butt end of Markstrom. I think he's hoping that maybe he'll drop the puck and it'll fall. This is a heavy shot by Dryden Hunt. He's always been able to rip that puck. Good job by him to hesitate, get that screen in front. Good save by Pickard. And then off the transitional play, it's Darnell Nurse up in the rush, and you're going to see right here.
It's a full pool. Wow, Seth, that's crazy. That would be a fun way to watch a ball game.
Certainly get a response from Markstrom as he still has a conversation with the official.
Almost seemed like he was grimacing a bit there. And off the draw, it's Pahal. Kuzmenko directing it to Godfrey. He advances Pospisil with speed. Pickard has the answer. Kulak advances. Henrique, rink wide. Fogle Comes in offside as he couldn't corral the puck in time.
So the Rock pins Cody Rhodes.
And again, and this is the job of the guy in the front of the net. You have to get into the goalie's eyes. Now, this was a contact with Pahal. Obviously, the pad of Markstrom, too. Markstrom thought it was all Hyman. I don't mind him being a little agitated. Puts him down. This time, he just
all right, see you later.
Bounces into him, and then they go at a little bit.
You are no longer welcome.
This is rubbing, this is racing, this is what happens in front. And I kind of agree with him. I don't think it was enough contact that warranted someone to come in there and do something, but I kind of think Kevin was right too. Maybe somebody just go over and give him a little talk and say, hey, we know this is your job.
Yeah, the Rock pinning Cody Rhodes.
I don't know if you're going to do
unbelievable.
going to the front of the net. He's done it his whole career, but that's his job. He's had a lot of goals taken away because of it, and that one there worked in his favor.
Great in front glove save, and a great glove save, sweeping that one through. Wow.
Yeah, that one was almost friendly fire. That was Fogle coming back to the front of the net, and it bounced off of him and into the glove. Was it off the defender? I'm not sure. No, it was Henrique that got a piece of that one. Drive into that net, but a good job to get to behind.
It would help if I switched my view to the live chat instead of the top chat, so I apologize if I missed some of your comments.
McDavid and Backlund in the face-off circle. McDavid.
They got a hot tub too. They should put a hot tub in a hockey rink. That would be fun.
Passes away from Ecamm, who had
coming around all the way down. Bouchard back with it. Oilers going to start to move this one along.
Didn't pad out, but play continues here. Draisaitl looking for McDavid. And Weegar read that well. Coleman comes into the zone. His pass slowed down. The Flames managed to keep the puck in. Right at the blue line by Weegar. Here's Bouchard. Blake Coleman gets it back for Calgary. Here's Michael Backlund, sharp angle shot. It was through the blue paint. Shillington to Sharangovich. Yegor Sharangovich shooting.
Shot down, 1 save, 2 save, 3 saves. Wow. Picard outstanding. Another save.
Rebound. Handled by Bouchard, who settles it down. McDavid knocked down to the ice in front of the Flames bench by Coleman.
Yeah, right in front of the Flames bench. Coleman's been physical in this game. Catches McDavid and puts him down. No penalty on the play as they just ran into each other, but Coleman stood his ground. This is a great work by Sharangovich here. He's got Draisaitl all over him, but he still gets that shot away, and it's a hard one. You can see Backlund's right there for a second.
Unbelievable. What effort.
Here's this right here, obviously trying to mark your man, not allow McDavid to get ahead of steam, and takes him down the process. Maybe a little interference, but no call on the play.
Hyman on the attack, enters the zone, hands it off. Draisaitl takes it. Draisaitl feeds down low. Darnell Nurse shot blocked. It comes out to neutral ice as Connor Brown scoops it up. Nurse has it, and he finds Ceci. Cody Ceci back to Nurse, working his way up the ice. Puts it right on target, and it's snared midair by Jacob Markstrom.
So they are going to have a quick pause in the action. But boy, oh boy, like this is hockey. I mean, these two teams, we saw it in the first, it's continuing here in the second. Just exciting
Jacob
hockey.
Markstrom with 1 victory in his past 5 starts. It's been an eventful season, to say the least, for him. Face off to his right, Janmark and Rooney. Rooney wins it. Gilbert takes it now. Coronado unable to handle that pass. Janmark back in the zone. Flipped forward by Connor Brown. Janmark bodied by Gilbert. Greer,
He sure does. Oh my gosh, when McDavid gets angry,
Coronado to Pahal. Pahal.
he goes absolutely wild.
2-on-1 the Oilers. Derek Ryan and Janmark. Derek Ryan moving to the middle. The puck still a chance.
They score. The Oilers continue to mount pressure, and they do it again.
Taking advantage of opportunity there.
Connor Brown. It took him all season to get going, but he's finally finding his way. Couldn't be happier.
Just a little poke check on a puck, turns over, flying the other way. It was Gilbert that slides to try and take it away, and in the process of doing it, somehow
good for Connor Brown.
He gets through that stick with the skate kicks.
Janmark and Derek Ryan picking up the assists.
Connor Brown that picks up the garbage as everybody was sprawled around Markstrom. He had to go one way, look the other, and Connor Brown pounces on a loose puck, 2-0 Edmonton, but all because of a turnover inside the zone.
And after finally scoring his first of the season, not all that long ago, he has really continued to elevate his game. Ryan McLeod tips a shot right on the far side. Desharnais keeps it in at the blue line.
They are going to need Brown and Ryan and Janmark. They're going to need them in the playoffs. They don't have to score a ton. Here comes the Flames. Quick shot, Picard with a great save. All right, Oiler fans, so I got to ask. NRG, what's going on? I got to ask. Going into the playoffs at this point. Skinner?
For Kane, so another good chance
or
for a 2-on-1 elects to shoot it again on a good backtrack.
Picard.
Away the option to pass.
Who do you put in goal to start your playoff run? You're at the game right now. Sweet. I hope you have good seats.
And slashing will be the call to Evander Kane. So 0 for 3 in the first period. Here's that chance again, and looking to go far side on the drive. It was Desharnais taking away the net drive.
Make sure to tell everybody sitting around you they should all take out their phones and subscribe. Coming across. Setting it up, side of the net. Right in front with a blast, and they score. Wow, that was fast. Passing it around, a couple quick passes, and a huge blast. Sasham says Calvin. Debs goes with Skinner. Oil Collector goes Skinner. Igor Sharnkovich from Zari and Huberto. What a nice shot. Just snipes the top corner.
And that ball to the twine. That thing came out aggressively. What a shot. His 30th of the season as his great season continues.
That was a rocket.
The deficit in half, utilizing the power play there.
They give Kuzmenko an assist as well on that.
Still trying to get the puck back for the Oilers. Now it's Zach Hyman and McDavid. They just missed it. Coleman lands it and takes off with it. Coming in with speed. Here's Miramonov. And Pickard steers down the side with the right arm.
And that's Sharnkovich's 30th of the year.
Along the wall now, looking for more. Here's Miramonov. That shot in near the net. Coleman looking for his 30th. Comes back over to Weegar now. To the corner, Blake Coleman tried to work it back. Hyman got his stick in the way.
Ace, what's going on? Yeah, bad penalty for sure.
They're switching it up. Miramonov gradually moving up the ice. Pospisil had entered the zone. Pickard to Draisaitl.
Plays it up to Draisaitl. Nice play there. Endgame, what's going on? Endgame, I was watching it on the side. I was watching it on the side, giving some updates as we went along. And that's going to be an icing call.
Yeah, Miramonav's had a couple of
it was a pretty good event.
He's got real poise, and you can see why the Flames in that big deal with the Vegas Golden Knights wanted him. He had a real bad knee injury, missed a lot of time, a year almost. And he hasn't played many games, but he has selective shots, and when he shoots it, he's got a chance to put it in the net.
If you're just coming in, welcome to the show. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, that like button for us. Except the ending. Yeah. You kind of knew that was going to happen, though. Oilers will end up in first place since they fired their coach. Next, losing tonight. Ooh, interesting. Thank you, Debs. I appreciate that so very much. Goes out of play.
Well, Sharon Govich, we talked about that goal. It just continues to play.
We got 14 and a half minutes to go here in period number 2. The pace definitely slowing down a little bit from where we saw it in the first, even the start of the second period.
Coleman's another guy. Obviously, Mackenzie Weegar is sitting at 19 goals, also career high in points for him. So some of those staples in your lineup, and Sharon Govich has played wing, he's played center. He's done a lot of everything, and you see that great release that he has. He's a shooter. He bulged the twine on that one.
Second on that list was the player he was traded for.
Nurse going to bring this one in. He's going to hold up at the line. Tries to feed it across. Cannot do it. This gets knocked out.
After a stint with the New Jersey Devils. Warren Fogle. Pass eventually to Henry.
So Patreon is Samwelb B12 Experience. Giants fan, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Real deal, what's going on? By the way, I wanted to take a moment and drop in our merch store. If you were interested in some merch, today is the last day. Everything is 20% off. So if you're thinking about picking up a hat, a t-shirt, a mug, a water bottle, everything is 20% off. So check out our merch store. If there's something you like, now's the time. Take advantage of that 20% off.
Rooney's centering pass goes through everyone. Coronado to Gilbert with
Here's a blast. That one goes just wide. Flames bringing it in. Back to the line. Edmonton able to get it up, out, and down the ice. Flames turning it back around.
moving it to Pahal.
Oil stepping up, keeping this one in. Janmark cycling around. Flames getting aggressive on the puck carrier, and they take it away. Here comes Calgary. 2-1, Edmonton lead. The Flames pressing. Shot hits the back of the Flame, going to the net. Nobody else saw it. Great career played for the Flames with Steve Smith, the GOAT in Game 7. Steve Smith, wow.
Could have picked that up with the way he released it.
And there was an opportunity for Connor Brown offensively.
Ryan, yeah, they lost. We knew they were going to lose, though. It sets up the end for tomorrow night. Here's Draisaitl. He touches a puck and blows a tire and goes down. Flames keeping this alive. Side of the net. They're going to play this back to the point. Here's a blast. Knocked down right in front with a shot. Picard with good reflexes. Here's Hyman. Hyman going to carry this one out, and Hyman goes down. What's with everybody falling in this game all of a sudden? LA up now, 4-1 over Vancouver. Hyman takes it around, plays it over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl in front to Hyman with a tip right on. Nice save. Yeah, Flames are totally in control. Hyman can't shoot. That's right, Ryan.
6'4", 270 pounds.
Acknowledge me. It was a good event. It was a good event overall. Under 12 minutes to go here. Gator, thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. Everyone give some stick taps for Gator. Gator coming in. Let's see if it works. Hey, there it works. Gator coming in on Patreon. Stick taps for Gator. Thank you. Just getting our Patreon established. We got a penalty coming up. Edmonton is going to touch it, so the penalty is going to come to Calgary. Edmonton going to play this around. Flames trying to move the puck. No, Gator. No worries at all. I appreciate it so very much.
Hunt's been involved in this game, had a couple good looks with great shot opportunities.
So another penalty coming up here.
As he's battling for this puck, he kind of the last second.
And they're going to go to commercial break, 2-1. There it is. Getting some stick taps up there. Yeah, we just set up our Patreon. We're just getting that going. We're going to post some behind-the-scenes content. I actually have some pictures I got to post. But a lot of adventures, behind the scenes, all kinds of stuff we do that isn't going to make it on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, any of our social media. There is going to be exclusive content over on the Patreon. So if you're interested in helping us out and becoming a Patreon, definitely click over and check us out. We do have some free content, of course, obviously here on YouTube. We have our Instagram channel, the Samwelb 12 Experience, and a Facebook page. You can check us out on all the socials, but we just like to have fun, and we like to share as much as we can. Missed it. Yeah. Well, we're going to be having Gator. We're going to be setting up our next champion member call coming up real soon. We've been having a lot of fun, and for those that are members, some of the additional perks you get over and above just the regular kind of YouTube component. We like to have some fun. We like to try and offer a little bit more, but it all helps and supports the channel. We did a big live stream exclusive for channel members a couple months back now, where we talked about everything with the channel and where it was going and how the member support helps. So we appreciate our members of all shapes and sizes and levels. So if you do want to become a member, whether it's on Patreon or here on YouTube, check out what perks you like best, and we appreciate it. All right, let's see if we can get this Oiler team rolling. They started to up the ante. They started to get some pressure going. Here we go. So Deb, channel members on YouTube, whether you're any membership, doesn't matter the level, you get your name in green and you get emojis to play with. That's kind of the base level. As it moves up, there are different benefits. So we have a level where there's a dedicated member area in our Discord page where the members can hang out and chat. Here comes McDavid coming around, and that is, through either system. And then our champion level member, that one we do a monthly phone call hangout. So we get together for an hour and a half, 2 hours. We like to talk. So it's kind of a monthly hangout. And Picard missed that. It went right between his legs. Luckily, he was behind the net.
This season, Bouchard reverses. McDavid takes it.
So there's a link, depending on where you're watching. If you're watching on a computer, you'll see just below the chat, there's like a little dollar sign. There's super chats and stuff in there. The membership is in there as well. Or on Patreon, there's a special link that should be in the chat. Let me see if I can grab it for you. Uh-oh. Zach Hyman is down at the side of the net.
It caught him really hard. It stopped. I mean, it wasn't a grazing blow. It stopped on Hyman here, and he's not a guy that stays down too often. This one really hurt him, and trainer on the ice immediately. TD4s ran right out there to get to Hyman because of that. I believe he's just not a guy that stays down too often, and that's a good sign.
I can't even copy and paste it.
That's a 90-mile-an-hour blast.
Whoa, Gator coming in. Gator, thank you so much. Gifting 5 memberships. Now that's an easy way of how to become a member. Real deal hockey game tonight. Russ, Travis, Smile Mark.
And it goes
all picking up gifted memberships. Gator, thank you so much for that. Let me see if I have the links posted. Oh, I do have them.
Boy, I tell you, that one's going to leave a mark. And Hyman, good to see that he.
Poor Hyman. That hurts. Anytime you take a shot like that, that hurts a lot.
There's McDavid spinning and entering the zone. Keep an eye on that Hyman situation for you as Bouchard walks the line, moves it to Nugent Hopkins, and now Coleman and Sharon Govich. Looking for a short-handed opportunity. Still just over half a minute to go in the Dryden Hunt minor. McDavid at the blue line, sends it to the near side.
All right, got it.
Has it. He reverses. Bouchard.
So there is 2 links. The first link is to our YouTube membership page. The tiny URL is to our YouTube membership page. The second link is to our Patreon page. What I'll do, I'll just pin this.
The puck is sent down the ice. Just one shot on net for the Oilers on that man advantage. It's a one-goal game.
Poor Zach Hyman taking a shot off the ankle. Oof. That hurts.
He connects with Kane.
Rick coming in with the $10 super chat. Thanks for the doubleheader, Sam. We had fun. I hope we can support for all you do. It's fun to be here. Rick, thank you so much. Stick taps for Rick. Stick taps for Gator. Big blast off the post. Thank you so much, Rick. Appreciate that. And Gator, so very much. Oilers trying to bring this down. They can't get it out. Flames coming back. Quick save. Card has been busy. He'll walk it off. That he will. When I used to play, I hated that so much. Now, of course, guys weren't shooting as hard when I played as these guys, but he just took that super hard. They're going to a commercial break. But nothing I hated more than getting hit on the skate, on the inside of the ankle. The outside wasn't as bad. It still hurt. The inside I always found was worse. But boy, oh boy, oh boy. The last thing you want to do when that happens is take your skate off, because your ankle will it'll just blow right up. So you got to keep the pressure. You got to keep it on. And man, that hurts. It's one of those you can't even really describe what it feels like. You know, when you're wearing a skate, to take that right in the boot, it's so hard to describe. It hurts a whole lot. It hurts a whole lot. For those that are just coming in, welcome to the show. My name is Sam. This is the Samwelb B12 experience. We got you covered for your NHL Canadian coverage from now all the way through to the Stanley Cup is handed out and beyond. We'll be going all summer long, of course, bringing you hockey updates from the draft, from free agent signing day, all the news, the rumors, extensions. We will have you covered. We'll have our weekly hockey show coming back this summer, plus more. So enjoy the show. Enjoy hockey while we have it, because July is, I hate to say it, it's not too far away at this point. The puck stings. Yeah, John, it really, really does. Oh, just terrible. All right, will do. I will do that. I will get that done, Gator. No, I could probably do that right now. All right, they're coming back from commercial break.
Break-in period with a stacked team for Craig Conroy when he took over as Flames GM last May. In 10 months, he's transformed the Flames through multiple deals, and that's one of the topics of discussion when the Flames GM joins Ryan Leslie and me on After Hours here tonight. Hunter Ryan.
And Scott, we just saw Zach Hyman sitting on the Oilers bench. Good news for Edmonton there. Here's a shot again. Zary looking to tie this one up. Zary, Huberdeau, Dryden, Hunt line on the ice. Here's Huberdeau. And now he's forced to pass the puck back. Shillington takes it. The wrist shot blocked. Adam Henrique is able to clear the zone. Under 7.5 to go in this second period. Both teams have exchanged goals in this second frame. Fogle working the puck ahead.
All right, Gator should be updated now.
And he moves it out.
No, please. I should be thanking you. You don't need to be thanking me. Are we going to play the thank you game all night long?
The solution is at your
all right.
fingertips.
So they are taking their little speedy glass break. But let's get this speedy game back on. Let's get these guys to up the ante. 2-1. We got under 8 minutes to go here in period number 2, and it has been a doozy. I played D and got a puck. Where did your comment just? Oh, there. Oh, Sasha, I can't. I've been very lucky. I'm very lucky I didn't have that happen. Yeah, I love you more.
Good job by him to get
It's like, remember back in the day when we actually used to pick up a phone and call somebody, and not a cell phone, a phone with a curly cord, and we used to say, all right, good night, okay, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. They would go on forever.
Stay healthy and why they've been able to claw from a tough start this season into a playoff position.
There's going to be another icing call.
Secured, and now it's just about seeding, but that's part of it too, being able to stay healthy throughout the season. If you want to be a
I can't tell you how many times we'd fall asleep just sitting on the phone because nobody would hang up, and it's like, fine, we're just going to hang out. You fall asleep, you wake up the next morning, and you pick up the phone, it's like, hello? Yeah, I'm still here. Attached to the wall, that's right. Those were the days. McDavid, he takes a tumble behind the net, isn't able to throw it in front. I still do have a landline. I am plugged into the wall. Hyman pulls one away. That one was close. Shot coming in. Look how Bouchard almost tipped that in his own net. Coming around 3, McDavid chasing this one down. Calgary's going to cut him off. 6 minutes to go in this period. McDavid turns, breakaway coming in. Back and forth with Hyman, and he misses. Oh! McDavid, Hyman, McDavid, back to Hyman, and he couldn't finish.
Shot from long range, gloved by Pickard.
25-foot cords came in handy. I didn't have a 25-footer, I'll tell you that much. Mine was fairly small.
Give, go, give, and just off the tip.
And they're going to go to another commercial break as the Oilers were this close to putting that one in again. Yeah, those were, you got one, Rick has one too. Yeah. Nobody calls me on it. The only people who call me on the landline are all the spam companies. But I still like having it. Right? Deb's like, it's not so hard. The puck is there. He just missed it. He just fanned on it. You know, it's so funny. If you've played the game before, if you've played any sport before, you know when you get in there, a big part of what you do is muscle memory, right? The time to actually think, to consciously make a decision of what to do is so small. And I was at a game tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, and I was listening to the parents, and some of the kids had a tough time. But I'm listening to the parents shouting and screaming, and it's like, your kid is tired. Yeah, he's not having a good game, but he's gassed. He's tired. You know, doesn't matter how much he yells skate. How fast can he skate? Where's he gonna go? Playing these games is so hard. And in a situation like that, Hyman was in the right place. He had his stick down. He received the pass. The puck probably rolled on him, and he just couldn't get all the wood on it. Not even wood anymore, but just fanned on it. It's so hard to make those plays. But the difference between the kids I watched this afternoon and their parents yelling at them to Mr. 50-goal scorer Zach Hyman, these guys are getting paid millions of dollars. You got to be able to convert and make those plays. You must. All right, they're just coming back in. Again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out.
Love it, and the Flames are out shooting the Oilers.
Hockey Dude, what's going on? Welcome in. Parents' number one mistake, letting me have a phone in my room. Oh, Gator, me too. Me too. That was silly. Then he should have shot. He's trying to get those 100 assists. That's why he didn't shoot. When I was a kid in the early 60s, hardly any parents came to our games. Really? Mom left the phone number and my sister 3 and 8. Rick, that's funny. Here's a quick shot, nice save. Another shot and a nice save. I tell you, I love going to my kids' games. It's such a blast, but I'm a very nervous father. Coming right in, Flames up in the slot, nice move, coming through, Picard is down and out, and the Flames missed an empty net. Holy moly. I've seen the parents behind John, it gets so bad. 4.5 minutes to go. The Oilers missed a gimme, the Flames missed a gimme.
Zone for a while. Here's Uyghur and Miromanov. Work it over to Connor Zary. Zary to Kuzmenko. Strong pass. One-timer. Uyghur. Pickard to save. Rebound.
Pickard made a good save. A good job by the Oilers to clear it away. Refs letting them play. Whistles are put away. Parents were busy socializing on another planet.
Moving to the net, peels off. Zary to Miromanov. The Oilers players tired. Long shift. A minute and 50 in the offensive zone.
Wow, stuck on here for over a minute, minute and a half. The Oilers need to change desperately. The Flames passing it around with ease. Here's a blast. Down! And that trickles just wide. 2.5 minutes for Darnell Nurse on this shift. And they're going to ice the puck, so the Oilers are not going to be able to change. Wow. Yeah, it's funny. I'm one of those hockey dads. My younger, he volunteered to play goalie for his team for the second half of this year. And I was that dad who would sit by himself down at the end of the ice where he was playing, and when they switched sides, I'd get up and walk to the other side. And after every big save, he'd look up at me, and I'd have my little signals, you know, thumbs up, all that stuff. Go down more, stand up taller. Typical goalie dad. Here come the Flames working it around. Yeah, refs, it's like playoff hockey. They're letting them go. I didn't miss one of my kids' hockey games for 7 years in a row. Wow, Craig, that's amazing. Yeah, it's good time. It's good times. Here's a shot that's fanned on it. Calgary still working through. Sometimes they didn't want me to come because they didn't think I was good luck. Flames pressing. Finally, the Oilers get this out and down the ice. This shift is on the ice for 3.5 minutes. That's an eternity in the sport. It was a good move because of the Bruins game earlier. A big overtime win for the Bruins. Here comes the Oilers. The cowbells. My brother's games. Oh, that's awesome. Love the cowbell. That's definitely a way to make sure you are heard in a crowd. It is the GTA with the bigger population than Alberta. Only has one more hockey team. Right? Don't get me started. Gator, they just finished. Today was the last day. They didn't make it to the finals. They were eliminated from their playoff push. Oh, Rick, it's so good. 1:19 to go. So, my younger one got eliminated last weekend. Their team, they won their games that they had to win. They needed one team to lose, and that team ended up tying, so it eliminated them. My older son's team today, they had their final game, but they had a bunch of kids that were sick. So they were, what did they have? They had 7 skaters? 7 or 8 skaters. And they didn't have a goalie. So my younger one actually suited up and played goal in my older one's division. So he played a whole division higher. So it was amazing, and he was unbelievable. But they lost. What was it? 7-5.
Kane's pass was off the side of the net. The Flames are able to work it out.
Had they had their full team, they would have won easily.
Excited to be with the Flames and get an opportunity. The Vegas Golden Knights are a hard team to crack in the last few years. Obviously, Stanley Cup champions, but
coming around 30 seconds to go, 35 seconds to go.
Braden Pahal also claimed off the waiver.
Calgary steals. Flames putting this in front.
On that topic.
Yeah, Craig, they gave it their all, but you could tell they were just gassed come the end of it.
20 seconds to go in this second period.
Trying to bring this out. It bobbles in front of the net. It's hopping all over. Finally, it's pulled down, and we got some rough stuff. Ecamm was going at there. Picard was holding it. Calgary knocked Picard into the net. Ecamm didn't like it. I can't see who he has. Backlund is in there. Hunt is in there. Uyghur is in there. Bouchard. Kane is going after Uyghur. Kane grabs up Uyghur. This is how you finish off a period.
There was some rights and lefts thrown early. I believe it was Huberdeau that just got his rights and lefts going and said, I'm not going to take anything here in the blue paint. But nobody's dropped the gloves. They've held them on, and the officials have had their hands full here in this scrum.
Unbelievable playoff style hockey.
Continues here.
Yeah, Mackenzie Uyghur not afraid to get involved physically as well.
For playoffs.
For the Flames.
I bet you playoffs wins that hockey, dude.
Only Roman Josi in the National Hockey League going into the game tonight. But they're going to dish out
the
some
Uyghur's going to go off
here, I'm sure, and send a few guys to the gate with 12.3 seconds on the clock that'll carry over.
Picard had it. He was getting hounded at the side of the net. The puck was bouncing everywhere.
Good forecheck, that pickoff right there. Again, Dryden Hunt's been active in this game, and he's had an impact. And right here,
oh, Ecamm went at Huberdeau. Huberdeau was whacking at Picard. And then Uyghur came in. And
Uyghur comes in, grabs Bouchard. Kane gets to him to separate him from the top defenseman offensively for the Oilers. And then they all kind of separate, grab on to pair up, and then eventually they're able to get them apart.
Playoffs, always a better option. That's right. Hugs all around. Hugs all around.
Slamming the boards there as Ryan Huska in discussion with the officials.
In all that mix, Calvin Pickard was down in the blue paint and was just trying to play armadillo, not get stepped on by any skates, and just trying to make sure that he's out of harm's way. And I think that's
so they're putting a couple guys in the box.
Was trying to push that scrum away from their goal.
Which is kind of weird because there's only 12 seconds left.
And here is Kane and Perry.
Not happy, eh? There's certainly a couple grizzled vets right there going at it, and they've been involved physically, and Corey Perry's upset about something.
Second
Didn't like to stick in tight.
Sorry, Louis. Second of a
well, the Oilers are going to come away with a power play.
Also third game in
after all that, with 10 seconds to go. Bouchard with a drive. Draisaitl finned on it. He had an opportunity there. Draisaitl in front, and that's going to get knocked down at the whistle, at the buzzer. That's a good question. That's a very good question. What is harder, 70 goals or 100 assists? Hyman and Markstrom having a conversation as they walk up. Game on in the 30th. Third period's going to be great. All right, let's go to the intermission. All right. So here are the stats. 28 shots for the Flames, 17 for the Oilers, 12 hits for Calgary, 8 for the Oilers. I bet you that number is going to start to go up. 20 face-offs won for the Flames, 23 for the Oil. 1 for 4 each team on the power play. 6 giveaways each team, 11 takeaways for the Flames, 5 takeaways for the Edmonton Oilers. It was a pretty darn good period. Again, not as fast-paced as the first, but it was pretty exciting to watch. They were really going at it. They were going back and forth. So it was pretty doozy. It was really good. It was really exciting to watch. So that was cool. I need to step away for like 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Hang out. I will be right back. So talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
in a playoff position too. Varlamov was great tonight. 41 saves, 33 more blocks from the Islanders players. Varlamov has temporarily taken the #1 job from Sorokin. This is 4 of 5 for him. The Predators, by the way, could have potentially clinched a playoff berth tonight. They'll have to wait for another opportunity tomorrow. But as it stands right now, the Islanders are in the playoffs. The Penguins are in the playoffs. The only thing I don't like about these current standings is it doesn't have the Rangers and the Islanders in the first round. That would be great. The Red Wings play Buffalo tomorrow, and the Capitals play Ottawa tomorrow. Mikko Rantanen, last night, the Oilers played at home. Best game of the year so far. Coming off that 5-0 loss to Dallas, they were excellent. And Rantanen took 2 big hits from Ekholm. The second knocked him out of the game. The good news is he did travel home with the Avalanche. They didn't talk at all today. They play Dallas at home tomorrow, assuming Jared Bednar will update us. But because he went home with them, the early word is it's not as bad as it looked or could have been, thankfully. We'll hear more tomorrow. And this is a great story. This is Devin Cooley from Los Gatos, California.
Just listening into some of the news
has been a nightmare
updates.
for St. Louis. William Eklund's had the hat trick winner in overtime, and that's his family, the Cooley family, in attendance tonight as Devin got his first NHL victory. Great story.
That's where most of the players live, Los Gatos. Beautiful area. I'm going there, in fact, Monday, because I'll be in San Jose on a day
I
off.
picked out a house there when they said they're going to trade for me, then they didn't.
Oh, did you?
And they just said it moments ago. The Pittsburgh Penguins, with their win today, I guess the Penguins have the tiebreak over the Philadelphia Flyers. So that means the Pittsburgh Penguins, as of right now today, they are officially in the playoffs. So with everything going on, the Islanders are in, the Penguins are in. Just crazy. Thank you. I can't believe that Sidney Crosby literally grabbed this Penguin team and dragged them into the playoffs. He really, really did a good job. So will it remain? It's going to be crazy. I kind of think Detroit is going to end up in that wild card spot. They have the Buffalo Sabres up next. Philadelphia has Montreal, so Flyers might lose again. Washington has Ottawa, but Washington is on a slide. They've lost 4 of their last 5. It's going to be very interesting. And, of course, Pittsburgh coming to town versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. That is Pittsburgh's next game, so not going to be an easy one to say the least. So let's take a look. I haven't looked at the schedule for next week as of yet, so hey, we might as well do that right now. Coming up, we're not going to have a stream tomorrow, although I'm very curious to see this Ranger game, this Ranger-Montreal game. But coming up on Monday night, so Monday night is going to be Pittsburgh and Toronto. We'll have to get that one set up and good to go. Tuesday, they play back-to-back again. Tuesday, Toronto and the Devils, when I think they play Thursday as well. They do. So we got Monday, Tuesday, Thursday are going to be Leaf games. And then Wednesday is the Oilers in Vegas. But I'll have to check the TV coverage to see if we get that. That could be a matchup of the playoffs, a first round potential matchup. So we might have that coming up on Wednesday. We'll have to confirm. So I know we potentially could be going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week, but we'll have to wait and see after the eclipse. That's right. Yeah. We'll be well after the eclipse. The eclipse here, we're in Eastern. In when are they? I think they said they're expecting it between 3 and 4 o'clock or 2 and 4 o'clock Eastern time. So we'll be well after the eclipse. But I think it's going to be good. We got a couple big time matchups coming up this week. Excuse me. Tuesday, Detroit and Washington play each other, so that is going to be a huge game. Whoever wins that will definitely get a leg up in that race for the wild card. Just taking a quick scroll to see some of the other matchups. Pittsburgh and Detroit, they play on Thursday, so that's going to be another one. Wow, Detroit has two big games coming up against the Caps and against the Pittsburgh Penguins. So that battle for the wild card in the East is going to get real close. Closer than it is right now. That's going to be good. Because Detroit's trying to get in. Pittsburgh is in just barely. The West isn't as much competition. I don't think the St. Louis Blues are going to catch them. I got a warning here in Montreal for the eclipse. Yeah, it's everywhere. It's going to be kind of cool. Obviously, don't stare at it unless you get the special glasses. Niagara Falls is going to be jumping. That's the place to be. I won't be heading down there. I'll be here getting ready for the Leaf game, of course. Be watching the Blue Jays as well. Blue Jays home opener. Why is Perry upset? Perry is always upset. No, I didn't hear what they were talking about. I'm gonna time lapse record the eclipse over the city of Toronto. Oh, Jonathan, that would be very cool. Jonathan, if it comes out well, if I could borrow the footage, I'll post it. If that's cool with you, if it turns out all right. But yeah, what a great idea. But this week, going into this week, some big games. Of course, April 20th is the day. Perry is a baby. Perry's one of those guys, you hate him, but when he's on your team, he's impactful. I don't know if you saw what happened at the end of the Senators New Jersey Devils game, but the Senators were trying to get back in that game. The Devils took the puck. They went all the way down the ice, and right as the buzzer was going, the New Jersey Devils player kind of put it into the open net, and then Brady Tkachuk comes all the way down the ice, jumps him, and tries to throw a fight. And I thought it was really funny that the Ottawa Senators all of a sudden taking exception to how another team puts a puck into the empty net. I thought that was pretty darn funny. Look for the comet in the site. Ooh, are we expecting a comet? That would be pretty cool. Oh, I can't stand Marchand. He's having a temper tantrum. Right, exactly. Cooper, what's going on? Welcome in. I think Edmonton is on their heels right now. Edmonton is my pick. Skinner's been playing really well, but I got to tell you, the Flames have them reeling. The Flames in that last period were putting all kinds of pressure. So I'm curious to see what kind of team shows up here in the third. Excuse me, pardon me. That's not nice to yawn on stream. It's weird Chicago is starting and ending this season. I said it earlier, I feel so bad for Chicago. I really do. I'd love to see them, have a decent team. But they're putting some wins together. That they certainly are. All right, coming back after this commercial break, it's going to be time for period number 3. And this period is going to be an intense one. Again, Calgary trying to take this one home. Edmonton, though, has a 2-1 lead. Chicago Bedards. I tell you, the Bedard effect is real outside of all the merch and everything he's selling. But the hockey card industry is just going bonkers over this guy. The boxes of cards for Upper Deck Series 2 are out of control with the prices. Out of control. The Devil Comet is on its way. You can see it in the evening. Oh, very cool. Okay, I'll have to take a look. I'm obsessed with space. I love space. It is so cool. If you're into kind of space and everything, there's a show. What is it on? Is it Apple TV Plus, I think? Called For All Mankind. For All Mankind was such a great show. Season 1 and 2 I thought were better than 3 and 4 or 3, but love that show. Watch Celebrini's. He's going to be so good. What I saw from him at the Worlds was incredible. Who switches teams first, McDavid or Crosby? Probably McDavid. I don't think Crosby's going anywhere. Going back like a month and a half ago, I thought Crosby might move at the trade deadline. But if he stayed, he stayed. All right, let's get set for period number 3. Apple TV is correct. Yeah, okay, awesome. Thank you, Gator. Yeah, such a good show. Time to go. NASA's putting up 3 rockets on Monday too. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm. The NASA channel is playing here often. Very often. And the Oilers start on the power play for 1 minute and 40 seconds. Game on.
He drops it back. McDavid, nice wheels. McDavid driving to the net. Draisaitl. Back to McDavid. All the way back to the blue line. It's Bouchard. McDavid takes a shoot.
Oh, just wide. McDavid just missing it.
Kept it in, puck down low. Hyman was pressured by Weegar, and Rooney is able to successfully clear all the way down. Pickard leaving it for Evan Bouchard. Flames have switched up their penalty killers. Connor McDavid accepts the pass. Navigating his way up the ice, handing it
McDavid flying here early.
Versus Bouchard.
Bouchard to Draisaitl.
Already has one tonight on the power play. Bouchard takes it. Nugent Hopkins drops it back. Bouchard, Draisaitl, one-timer.
Sharp angle shot. You're not going to score every time from there. You got to take the blasts from the point with the traffic in front.
Power play by Edmonton, obviously trying to weather that storm that the Flames dished out in the second period. 55 shot attempts through 40 minutes and one-timer again for Leon Draisaitl. This time, though, if you look at Markstrom, we talked about in the first period how he was
Markstrom knows that shot is coming.
Here, and he's ready for this one on the short side and makes the save.
He's got to get in front of it.
Come down to Calvin Pickard here as he's got some problems in the
37 seconds to go on the power play. And they're fixing the ice in front of the crease in the Edmonton zone. Picard is going to kind of vacate the crease, just standing beside as they're going to try and fix that up a little bit.
To slide back and forth and make saves. But
most 40-goal seasons in franchise history, Gretzky with 9, Curry with 7, and Leon Draisaitl with 5. 9 40-goal seasons for Wayne Gretzky. That is incredible.
Draisaitl and McDavid continuing to etch their names into the Oilers franchise record.
Smile, I did. I had it kind of on in the corner here, and we were giving updates throughout the early game. I can't wait for night 2.
Also 1 point away from 130.
Yeah, and that number 99 did 11 times having 100 assists this season.
Here you go, hockey dude.
Remarkable, in my opinion, to be in the same sentence, to be mentioned in the sentence with the great players that have played for the Oilers in this league, over the course of the history of time. And for McDavid and Draisaitl continue to climb up that ladder, and as you say, edged in stone, their record book. I don't know if they'll ever catch the great one and some of the things they did.
All right, here we go. Looks like they fixed up the ice. 37 seconds on the power play for the Oilers.
So Kane and Perry, after all of what happened, are out there now together as the Flames were trying to dodge a puck.
No yawning.
Here it is.
I'm trying.
Listen, this isn't about Corey Perry saying, hey, I'm better than you. I know better because I'm
These 10 o'clock starts are hard for us.
I think that's what Corey Perry's all about. It's the reason he came to Edmonton. It's the reason that he went to 3 straight Stanley Cup finals with 3 different teams. This guy's getting to the end of his career. He wants to win. So he's sitting here saying, listen, if we want to be a serious contender, we cannot
penalty box, 2 minutes, yawning.
Make high risk plays in the offensive zone that lead to us having to come
going around. Oilers can't hold it in. Dark Heart, what's going on? Welcome to the show.
Before the game too for Edmonton, when they manage the puck and they make good decisions, they're a really hard team to play against. When they start to play high risk and throw
Draisaitl at the red line, he's going to dish it off to McDavid, who turns it over. The Flames get this down the ice. That is just about going to do it.
To start off the period, Glenn Goldson was talking
5 seconds to go.
Bouchard now comes up 9 seconds in the power play, just the one shot on net. Here comes Connor McDavid.
McDavid working in, going to spawn this back around. Hyman missed it. Hyman's having a tough game.
Now the Flames move out, and it's Godley entering the zone, but called on the
Propagator,
offside.
probably.
Start we saw in the first and second period between these two teams. So
Oh, Debs, absolutely. I gotta train myself. Gotta get myself back into the late game shape.
Really had some pressure put on Edmonton in the second period.
Usually it's no problem, but last night, for some reason, I couldn't sleep last night.
Neutral zone face-off. The Oilers with possession. It's McLeod.
Here come the Flames again.
To move out the puck with possession as Perry.
This coming around. Here comes Calgary. The Oilers couldn't control. Flames definitely have better puck possession. And here they come, breaking in, sliding it through. Guard's going to steer this one in the corner. Flames holding it in. Cross ice. Why is everybody shooting from the space between the bottom of the face-off circle and the goal line? They're trying to go upstairs over the shoulder. It's such a low probability of a shot.
Pickard vacuums up that puck.
Take an afternoon nap. You know what? During the playoffs, I might have to. Now that our hockey season is over, I may have to start instituting the game day afternoon nap.
He goes into the boards pretty aggressively. A second opportunity with Pospisil right there.
But I tell you, I rewatched the movie Draft Day last night. Kevin Costner, such a fantastic movie. Love it.
In the offensive zone, he says enough, get a whistle.
Janmark lifts it deep. Uyghur gets to it. Miramanov up the wall. Perry, that's Ryan who stopped it. Miramanov passes midair. It's Dryden Hunt lifting it out. Janmark to Darnay, but the pass was too far. Zeri cycling it. Miramanov moves up. Poked it forward. Darnay took a bump from Zeri. Fogel's pass. He gave it away.
Back to the line. Flames with it again. Flames setting up. Under 17 to go. Shot right on. Trying to steer this around behind. Coming up. Fogel just flips this out. He says, hey, got to get this out of the danger zone.
30 shots now.
You have to do the afternoon nap, start running the stairs. But yeah, Draft Day, great movie. If you haven't seen Draft Day, highly recommend it. Oilers right now are playing the dump and chase game. They're just flipping it out of their end, hoping they can pick it up somewhere in the neutral zone. Calgary definitely leading in the control of this hockey game. Until here, they turn it over. Oilers walking in. Wow. Excuse me. Pardon me. Oilers stealing it right there, coming out of the gun. Draft Day is about, so Kevin Costner is the general manager. He's the GM of a NFL football team, and it's about the NFL Draft Day. And it was I really enjoyed it. Such a good movie.
But a nice pass
the Jennifer Gardner, I think, also in that.
Stripping a player with the puck on his stick. He comes in so quickly, and he's strong on that stick. He's not coming in there fishing for a puck. He's coming in to take it, and that's exactly what he does. And, I had a conversation years ago. Patrice Bergeron, best defensive player.
They drop the puck. They're going to blow it down and do it again. Face-off violation.
Maybe I'll get this puck. He was coming in with a deliberate effort to
steal $1 for every yacht and $2 for Jonathan.
He doesn't miss many.
Here's a shot right on. Flames going to throw this out in the neutral zone. They're going to pick it up, chip it in.
Nugent Hopkins able to get that puck out, and now Uyghur to Coleman.
Locker room finds. Yeah. Here's a shot. Nice save. Uh-oh, we got a freeze.
Michael Backlund from the corner. Backlund working along the outside. He finds Sharangovich. Sharangovich have a power play goal in the second.
It was Jennifer Gardner, yes.
Now it's Backlund looking for Sharon Govich.
Knockdown, here comes Edmonton. Edmonton on the move. 3-on-1. Connor Brown. Great defensive play there by the Murmanov. He came sliding across. Brown had nowhere to pass it to. So the 3-on-1 was totally negated.
Loves it, handles it, feeds Evan Bouchard.
Boosh. Cross ice. Oilers coming in again with a shot. Nice save there by Markstrom. Got a piece of it. They certainly could. They certainly can. If the Oilers can hang on today, that puts them at 99 points. Then they're only 3 points back of Vancouver.
And that one is taken into the crest.
Picard is going to hang on to that one and slow things down. Picard says, slow your roll.
Gets a good look here through the screen of Darnell Nurse. And I mean, for Calvin Pickard, he's way out to cut that angle.
Pickard has played a great game. I mean, this is much better than the 5-0 Dallas game we saw just the other day. So Picard definitely doing a good job.
One off the stick of Evander Kane. A little bit of conversation on the bench. For a pretty darn good shift. I mean, putting out fires everywhere.
Here is Ryan. It's off his stick and deep into the Flame zone. A one-goal game here. Almost 6 minutes have been played in the third.
That's so funny, Jonathan.
And this is offside for the Oilers.
So Oilers not happy with that offside call. 14 minutes to go. If you're just coming in, welcome to the show. Make sure you tap that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe, of course. We'd love to see you again.
And the people who make
Did the Oilers make their coach full-time? I think he's the full-time.
Yeah, penalty here on the play to Vincent Desharnais as he...
I'm pretty sure he's full-time now, not interim. Desharnais slashing the Flames stick. Nope. Oh, he did get called, so he's going to the box. The Flames on the power play.
All right, so an opportunity for the Flames to tie this one up here in the third period. 1 for 4 on the power play. Uyghur, Sharon Govich, Kuzmenko back to Sharon Govich. Kuzmenko takes it. Sharon Govich has it. Kuzmenko in the corner. These two just continue to exchange passes.
Yeah. James, they just don't want to lose to the Oilers.
Here's Sharon Govich.
It's all about pride now.
Trying to work it out front. CC was there. Kuzmenko looking around. Sharon Govich. This time to the point. Uyghur to Huberdeau. He doesn't shoot. Looking for the
now he gets it to the line. They're moving around. Nobody's shooting the puck.
Kuzmenko. Puck bounces. Uyghur up blast. Tie off the glass.
They killed about 40 seconds there just passing the puck. Nobody's shooting.
Now Kuzmenko. Back to Sharon Govich. Kuzmenko pressure.
Hey, John, that consistency we always talk about. We need that consistency.
Spinning and passing. Eventually to
Flames holding it in. Good play by Uyghur.
Sharon Govich. Up to 30 goals. Pass blocked. He still has
Not tonight, Curtis.
Kuzmenko.
Hopefully.
Looks and finds Huberdeau. Godry parked out front. One-timer.
One-timer, they score. It was a nice setup. They came across and absolutely wired it. Nazem Kadri. What a shot.
In a hurry in a tight space. Nugent Hopkins was right there, but he somehow still got a lot on it.
You knew this was coming.
Very similar to the first one, but this time it goes off the
Just a tip.
and elevates up over
Nice
top.
little tip in front. A slap shot from just by the face-off dot. Kadri gets a stick on it, and it's tipped up and over the glove. No chance for the goaltender. When those tips happen so close, there's nothing you can do about it.
By planting himself there, 2-2 score on the second power play goal for the Flames. They couldn't score early in the power play goal, but they made good on that in the last couple they've had.
This game is all tied up at 2 apiece in the third period. What a treat this battle Alberta, final edition of this regular season has been, and we're in for what should be a fun finish. Shillington punching his way up ahead, Coleman and Chergovich, and a good left pad stop from Pickard there. As the Flames finding an opportunity, McDavid taking a bump from Rasmus Anderson.
Kadri's 4th career 25-plus goal season. Good for Nazem.
Nazem Kadri up to 25 goals now this season. 4th, 25th goal season for him. No stranger to lighting the lap. There's a shot from far out. Kadri leading the Flames in points this season. Trickles to Pickard.
Pickard plays that off the glass. Nice play there.
Couldn't connect with Nugent Hopkins, but Draisaitl has it. He's into the zone. No room. Weegar to Miramanov, who protects the puck. Weegar dishes. Greer hands it off.
Yeah, Debs, they really have. They've been letting Calgary kind of dominate here. It'll update. It will update. Sometimes it just takes a minute for the next refresh to go through.
Takes it. Perry knocked to the ice where he fell. Gilbert is there too. Here's Pospisil with some room to move in. Gilbert trying
Let me see if I can give it a little kick in the pants here.
Knocked off his stick by McLeod. Pospisil has it. Flames setting it up. And now that pass didn't work, and that allows
there we go.
Kane to skate away. Again to approach
Scoreboard fell asleep.
Shots are 7-3 in this period for Calgary. Here's a wraparound attack.
Wraparound Kane trying to bat it out of the air and put it in. He can't.
Ecamm. Pass was off the side of the net, picked up quickly by Rudy, who takes a hit by Fogle. Sent all the way up the
Here come the Oilers coming in. Backhand across in the slot. They shoot. Got a piece. We got another penalty coming up. So the Oil could be going.
So after that tying goal by Nazem Kadri on the power play to make it 2-2, Oilers go to work in the
Oilers going to be on the power play. Yeah, Debs, YouTube has been doing some weird things as of late. They're going to go to commercial break, and we're going to get a power play for the Oilers when they return. But yeah, YouTube, they just pushed out another update recently, and there's been some weird YouTube behavior. So it's not surprising. But hopefully they'll get it all fixed up, and they'll make some adjustments before we get into the playoffs, which is coming up real soon. Can't wait. 13 days away. Yeah, it is. I mean, sometimes we've had people saying that they had their subscriptions removed, their notifications turned off. We've seen some funny business with the likes happening. So you never know. Whenever they push these updates, it's always good to make sure to check that everything is in order. Chris, what's going on? Welcome in. Froze when you went to share. My goodness. But this game is not frozen. This game has been really, really good. Both teams giving it their all. The Oilers looked much better in the first and second period than they do here. They've been letting Calgary really put the pressure to them. Calgary Flames have just had good puck control, good passing. The Oilers got to get their skating back up. They're kind of falling out of this game. And they're just not playing as well as they had been in the early parts, in the early moments. All right, they're coming back from commercial break.
Dennis Gilbert with a nice step up here on Corey Perry. He just gets the stick in there and then boom, takes him down. He was a little roughed up, heading back to the bench. There's the penalty by Oliver Shillington as he digs in deep on Derek Ryan. And a good play across, had a one-time attempt, took it away.
And 3 out of the 4 goals cumulatively tonight from both sides have been
Oiler power play.
Utilizing the power play, and the Oilers are back on the man advantage.
No, John, I can't stand it when it grows long.
And that shot kick.
Like, if I let it go more than a week, it really bothers me.
And a quick play right off the face-off, and you can see from McDavid.
So if I do a playoff beard, it would have to be like a round-by-round thing, and even that would drive me nuts.
So this play right here just kind of bounced around. Weegar had full possession, just couldn't get that puck down the ice, and the Oilers go to work quickly on that play after the turnover.
Scramble face-off, and the Flames are successful getting the puck down the ice. It is Bouchard looking to quickly get back on attack. David finds a lane.
Jonathan, it's not meant to be.
Nugent Hopkins takes it, reverses. Bouchard looks, finds Nugent Hopkins. Wrist shot blocked by Rasmus Anderson and lands. Back on the hands of the Oilers. McDavid, Bouchard, and now Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Bouchard, a blast.
Big blast, and they score. They get it back on the power play. What an absolute rocket from the point. That's why you shoot from the point. You don't go and shoot from those odd sharp angle spots. What a great setup.
Picks the top corner, and it's not even a hard one.
That was just straight in. I don't think there was a deflection here.
But it's McDavid to Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins, back to Bouchard for the one-timer, and this one goes under the bar of
So this should be another assist. Connor McDavid, assist number 99. Wow. 99 assists.
And Connor McDavid picked up that second assist. So that is assist number 99.
There we go. The 100 assist watch is officially on in this game with 9:24 left in the third.
Yeah, look, they did change direction. They're looking to see maybe if this is a high stick, and we'll watch this. Did this go off of actually maybe it's.
Oh, you know what? They show the slow motion replay.
We're both reaching out. But I don't think that changes direction, to be honest with you. And from that angle.
From this angle they just showed, it doesn't look like anything. From the last angle they showed, it looked like it just caught a piece of Hyman's stick. So this is going to be under review. McDavid, Cody Rhodes of hockey.
That wasn't a full blast. It was more of one just get it to
Here's
the
the
net.
call.
The review, the call on the ice was confirmed. There was no high sticking on the play, therefore this is a good goal.
Okay, there it is. Good goal. So assist number 99. 99 for 97.
99th assist. That is point number 130 on the season for him. Second consecutive season to 130 points.
Wow, back-to-back seasons to 130 points. Ridiculous. Will he get one more? Can he do it tonight?
So a one-goal lead now for the Edmonton Oilers. Just over 9 minutes to go.
That's why McDavid isn't shooting.
To Gilbert, Connor Brown gets in between the passes, sending it to the other side. Thornhill Nurse.
Back to the line. Oilers hold this one in.
The Flames were able to maintain control. Yanmark keeps it in. And Connor Brown is nailed by Hall.
Wow, he's a physical player. He came into the game tonight, only playing 43 games, but had 120 hits. I mean, he throws his body around and right there catches Brown. It was a little bit of a collision.
Flames racing down the left side, trying to come up the middle, and it's dropped off. Out in the neutral zone. Time is starting to go. We're just about the 8-minute mark.
He flips it right on target. Pickard bouncing puck. He handled it well. Kulak moving the puck. Kulak now mounted there by Huberdeau. Evander Kane waits and now flips it.
Sixth player in NHL history with 130-plus points in consecutive seasons. Wow.
Walks into the Oilers zone, hangs onto it. Desharnais to the other
Yeah,
side.
I know, Chris. I'm trying so hard.
Before it hit the net by the Oilers, it's Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Skating out of the zone, he flips it. And it's Markstrom who keeps the play alive by handing it off to Weegar. Off the stick of Coleman all the way down the ice. And this will be icing against the Calgary
There,
Flames.
I'll just turn my camera off.
What happens when the country is transformed into one massive obstacle
Another
course?
2
Well, it's
minutes in the
Canada's
top.
ultimate challenge new season beginning
What
April
time is it?
28th.
Approaching
Watch for free
12:30
on
Eastern
CBC.
time. Lots of
Face off in
time.
the Flames zone.
You know what my problem is? I didn't have my
29
Haagen-Dazs.
left on the clock.
Didn't have my Haagen-Dazs today.
And it is Drysdale out to take the
Johnny
draw
saying, I can
against
see overtime.
the young Zary.
Oh, please, no overtime. Not tonight.
Battle there to get a hold of the puck, and it's Connor Brown looking for Drysdale who finds it.
Drysdale going to
Works it
send this
along
around.
the
I have to go to the
wall.
grocery store early in the morning.
Up ahead again.
No overtime tonight.
Works it to
Drysdale playing this to the line. Ecamm keeps it in. Going around behind the net. 7 minutes to go. 10:30 there. Another penalty being called. You got a trip coming up.
Against the Flames.
Yeah, and for Chris Knobloch, he shuffled up the lines in this third period. You can see continuing to split up. Drysdale, McDavid, it pays off with a good shift in the offensive zone.
So the Flames
And
taking
Ryan
back-to-back
Nugent-Hopkins is the one that draws
penalties.
this penalty.
Right, Gator?
Here, just good board work.
Oh, I think
Right
she
there,
went
the
to bed
right
in the
leg
first
comes out,
period.
takes down Nugent Hopkins, sorry, so that'll be a penalty.
Are they going to go to
That
commercial?
bomb that's made it a 3-2 lead for
Yes, they are. Penalty coming up. The Oilers trying to put one more on the board. 7 minutes left to go in period number 3 in the Battle of Alberta. And it has been spectacular. If you're just coming in, if you're just popping in to check us out, welcome in. My name is Sam. Thank you for being here. Make sure you hit that like. Hit that subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and make sure your notifications are on. We're going to have tons of hockey coming up down the stretch, and we don't want you to miss a moment of it. Nah, no coffee for me, John. I'm not a coffee drinker. I'm a tea guy. I'm a tea guy or ice caps or fraps. But a good Tim Hortons ice cap, best. The best. But you can't have those too late. But again, we'll be back. We got lots coming up this week. Of course, Toronto is going to be back-to-back nights, Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday they see Pittsburgh, and then a home-and-home series with the New Jersey Devils. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is the Oilers in Vegas. So we're going to have to sort out to see what we can do there. I got to take a look at the schedule too to make sure we're home. But yeah, we're gonna figure it out. Love tea. Yeah, tea's the best. Tea's so good. I haven't had it for a while. Oh, we got a little shimmy. Gerard coming in, making sure I'm getting my evening workout in. Little shimmy action going on, Gerard. Thank you very much. I like a little jasmine tea. A little jasmine tea. Put that in. It opens up in the nice flower. It's so delicious. So delicious. But I really just give me an orange pico. Drop it in, a little bit of honey. Good to go. All right. Zary goes for tripping. Oil on a power play. 7 minutes to go. Get that blood pumping. I know. I got to get on the exercise bike. It's been far too long. Little freeze. I don't know what that is. Here comes McDavid. He's coming in. Earl Grey. Yeah, Earl Grey is pretty good too. McDavid falls down. Side of the net. Markstrom is there. You know McDavid is going to do all the work and he's going to pass it off. McDavid 1 point away from 100. Special treat, Jared. Special treat. Coming around. Oilers holding it in for a moment. Bouchard, a second attempt at the line. It's going to hop out into the Flames bench. Anderson and Bouchard having some words there. We'll have to see where they're going to drop this puck. Will be inside or outside. We don't want McDavid to get it. I do. Here they come, setting it up. Here's Bouchard to McDavid, back to Bouchard. And Draisaitl's getting a penalty. A big battle was going on in front of the net. Really should be sending them both. So Draisaitl goes in the box. That's going to negate the rest of this power play. So let's see on the replay here. Oh, he whacked him in the back of the leg. So Anderson whacks Draisaitl in the back of the leg, and then Draisaitl gives it back, and Anderson went down like he took an axe to the back of the leg. So some good acting there by Anderson, suckers Draisaitl in to take the penalty. Dang, I'm tired. I thought it was the Leafs Oilers. I'm glad. 4-on-4 hockey for a minute. We're less than 6 minutes to go. Less than 6 to go. Oh, Sasham, 100%. 100%. We have a big collision here in the Oilers zone. Kylington. Wow. Oh, Shillington. Henrique. He gets tripped up. Purely accidental. Oh, I didn't even realize I didn't have the audio on. I apologize. I didn't realize I didn't hit the button. You guys didn't remind me. But that's okay. Welcome in if you're just coming in. Thanks for joining us for the last 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes of this hockey game. It is going to be a doozy. Charlie, have a good night. You're very welcome. Thanks for hanging out all night long. It's been a doozy, but we're still in for a good conclusion. The Oilers, the Flames, Battle of Ontario. They're at commercial break right now. We'll be back on momentarily. Will McDavid get his 100th assist? He's picked up 2 assists so far. Can he get that third one? So we're going to get 4-on-4 for about a minute or so. And then it'll be the Flames on the power play for a minute. We say 5 minutes, but we'll see. It's not over. Hey, it's never over when these two teams get together. It never is. You can't count either one of these teams out. Now that Calgary's going to have a chance on a shortened power play after the 4-on-4. But this is going to be a real good set of 4-on-4. All right, here we go.
Oliver Shillington, Vinny Desharnais announced this week as their team's nominees for the Masterton Trophy, which goes to the player who demonstrates perseverance, sportsmanship, and dedication. Desharnais is worthy, and Shillington checks all the boxes. Just witness his gratitude when he scored in his first game back with the Flames this year. How he's overcome mental health challenges, and a year away from the game is inspiring. My guess is most of the other nominees would vote for Shillington if that's how the Masterton was decided, Hunter Ryan.
Here come the Oilers. McDavid. 4-on-4. Going to go cross ice. Bouchard can't hold it in. That's going to come out. Oilers had to back it up. Now they dump it in. 6-3 is the final. As LA defeats Vancouver.
To Anderson and now Blake Coleman. And once again, listen to this crowd. As we welcome in viewers who are taking in the Canucks taking on the Kings. Another Pacific Division battle. 6-3 victory for the Los
All right, the 4-on-4 is just about done. So Calgary will now go on the power play for 47 seconds.
The Vancouver Canucks for first in the Pacific Division.
Welcome in if you're just coming in. Don't forget to kindly hit that subscribe button.
Over to Huberdeau. It's Sharangovich now. Igor Sharangovich as the Flames set up the power play. It's been a wild edition of the Battle of Alberta. Fourth and final
Fantasy
this
points
season.
each. Yeah, McDavid, one assist away.
To Sharangovich. He feeds down low. It's Huberdeau's pass. Good hand-eye coordination from Connor Brown. As the Oilers are
Comes out. Flames going to bring it right back in. Calgary setting it up. Cross ice. It's there in the slot. The Oil get this one out and down.
He escapes and he was surrounded by some Oilers.
Just goes to show you how difficult it is to make a play through a stick. These players are so good at knocking pucks down.
Huberdeau's pass stopped by McLeod. Here's Draisaitl, fresh out of the box of punishment. Draisaitl couldn't get to it, but McLeod came in for puck support. He finds Fogle. Backhand shot stopped by Markstrom.
Well, he got a lot on that backhand too, in tight.
Under 4 to go here in the third period.
Yeah, Vancouver lost 6-3.
Shillington got some help from his teammates as Draisaitl was in the vicinity. Now it's Anderson. This pass knocked down by Draisaitl. Draisaitl settles it down.
3.5 minutes to go. 3.5 minutes to go. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. 3-2 Oilers have the lead. McDavid 1 assist away from 100.
Here's Backlund, 1-goal game. A lot of power play goals in this one. As here the Oilers have it, and it's McDavid flipping it to the corner. Hyman moving towards the puck. It's Weegar and Miramanov working it to Coleman. Coleman finds Backlund. He knocks it down. The pass didn't work. A chance for McDavid. McDavid splitting through.
McDavid hauled down. He popped back up and put it just wide.
Too high, but what an opportunity there. That's where McDavid works some of his magic, where he's 1-on-3 or 1-on-4.
And right when you think he's out of it, he is able to get back up and elevate that.
Edmonton's going to steal again. 2-on-1. Brown shoots. What a save by Markstrom.
What chances here, and the Flames continue to make a game of it.
There's a little extra.
Some more rough stuff here after the whistle.
On Brown as he's standing there. Shillington down the tunnel here for the Flames. Great chance. Couple turnovers that almost cost the Flames here again. Down by 1. And this time starting to run out. The first one, it was McDavid on the transitional play. And here's Fogle with that backhand earlier. Nice job to get it away, and a great right pad save by Markstrom.
Both goaltenders have been outstanding here today. Markstrom has been good. Picard, when he's needed to be, has been really good.
And then the 2-on-1 Draisaitl, beautiful sauce pass. Right
just in the arm, and
second of the game, and Markstrom with
it actually fell underneath them.
Makes that save.
Markstrom had it and it was dropped. Kuzmenko gives him the snow job to the face.
Really starting to feel it more here as the season goes on. It took him over the half of the season to get his first in Oilers threads.
And skate, you know, having the knee surgery as well. Miramanov and I talked about it this morning, and Connor Brown, how he's recovered from that knee injury. And it takes time to feel right. Connor Brown skating the best he skated all year long, and obviously starting to.
Thank you all so much for supporting us here tonight. Much appreciated.
Miramanov and Godry scoop up the puck for the Flames. It's Nazem Kadri unable to escape his own end.
We're just about the 2-minute mark now. 2:10 left to go.
Pass didn't pan out. Icing waved off. Nurse to Ceci. And now under 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, they do. They're finally starting to pick it up a little bit. Gerard bringing up the 199 super sticker. Gerard, thank you so much. It's not an Oiler one, but hey, we got it. Let's go. Oilers are moving. It's going to be an icing call with 1:37 to go. So do they pull the goalie now? Gerard, thank you so much for the super sticker. Let's get some stick taps going for Gerard. Big collision. Shillington and Kadri collided with each other, and Shillington's holding his arm as he leaves and went. There goes Markstrom. Markstrom off now to the bench.
Markstrom on the bench here, Louis. Extra attacker for the Flames. Looking to tie this one up. Late stages, fourth and final battle of Alberta. Minute 37 to go in regulation. Off the draw, Dufferin trying to push the puck to the wall. Huberdeau. Pass intercepted by the Oilers. Ecamm. Off the glass. Kept in by Weegar. Weegar moves up.
Going across. Kadri shoots. Great save.
Ecamm battles, gets the puck. Weegar can knock it down.
1:15 to go. 1:15 to go.
Neutralized pass. Kuzmenko can't get it all that far.
Dufferin off the glass. Back out to the neutral zone.
To Weegar. Weegar keeps it. Hands it off. We're into the final.
Last minute, they walk in. They're going to put this one in the corner. Out in front, Picard coming across. Made the initial stop. Had to regain position. It's a race for it. Empty net for Nugent Hopkins. They score.
3-point night for Nugent Hopkins. I think he wanted to try and get
They weren't sure. They were fighting over it. But Nugent Hopkins is going to get it and put it in. Eunice Kelly welcoming. Go Flames, go. Nugent Hopkins puts that one in. The Oilers taking a 4-2 lead now, 42 seconds to go.
A couple assists as well in this game.
Nugent Hopkins was pointless in his past 5 games. So
Hopkins needed that one to get himself going.
Get back onto the score sheet. Here's McLeod now to Nurse.
33 seconds. Oilers playing with some catch here. Trying to play some keep away. Draisaitl going to bring it up, and he's going to turn it over. Flames going to start to bring this up. 18th goal of the season for RNH. Whoa, Pickard making a great save. 10 seconds to go. Anderson misses, and with 4 seconds left to go now. 4 seconds left, and it's 4-2. The puck goes out of play.
Just kind of throws it right out into the mix, and this one deflected.
It's for the best.
Up over top of the glass on a good defensive play. They have a few words, but
this has been an absolutely incredible hockey game. If you've been along with us for the evening, thank you so much. If you're just coming in to check it out, thank you for being here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We want to see you come back for more NHL hockey action and coverage. Nurse going to take the Calgary player to the boards. We got a little bit of rough stuff after the buzzer goes here. But just like the Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens finished with a 4-2 score, as does the Battle of Alberta. Edmonton 4, Calgary 2. This is game 2 of our coverage today. 2 unbelievable hockey games. Both games were a ton of fun. But this one goes to the Edmonton Oilers. The Leafs and the Oilers, the big winners tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out. Real quick, here are the stats for today's game. Going through the goal scorers, Leon Draisaitl, his 40th from Nugent Hopkins and McDavid. Connor Brown, his 4th from Janmark and Ryan. Sharnkovich, his 30th from Kuzmenko and Huberdeau. Kadri, his 25th from Sharnkovich and Kuzmenko. Bouchard, his 17th from Nugent Hopkins and McDavid. And then Ryan Nugent Hopkins picks up the empty net goal. Flames outshot the Oilers 36-27. The Oilers were able to come back and take over in the face-off circle, 55.4%. Each team going 2 for 6 on the power play. Funny how that worked out to be even. 17 hits for the Flames, 12 for the Oilers. 16 block shots for the Flames, 17 for the Oilers. Giveaways were 9-7. The Oilers with 7, the Flames with 9. Each team with 12 takeaways. The Oilers win the season series winning 3 of the 4 games. So congratulations to the Edmonton Oilers. I want to thank our mods for staying up late with us. Thank you all so very, very much. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, everybody. This was a lot of fun, much better than the 5-0 shutout. Thank you to our gifters, Rick with the super chat, Gerard with the super sticker, Gator with the gifted memberships, and of course the Patreon as well. Thank you all so much. This was a blast. We got lots more hockey coming up. Make sure you subscribe for more. We'll get lots of shorts posted with some of the fights from today's action. So that's going to be fun. For me and everyone at the Samwelb B12 Experience, thanks for checking us out, being part of our community. This is the best hockey community around. We look forward to continuing to spend time with you all. And right now, I got to go to bed. Take care, everybody. Good night. We'll see you real soon. Take care, everybody.
Los Angeles.